There we go. It should be streaming now. All right, we're letting everybody in class. Hey, Safi. Safi, I saw you got your ticket from Miami. You lit. You're a lit one. What's up, y'all? Overly surgical. I'm gonna have to book you soon. You got to DM me and we can like plan it out. I love your work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see. On to. There we go. Pin. There we go. Hi, everybody. So we're live over on YouTube, you guys. I love your work, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody saying they love my work, man. Thank you. Why to create some more magic today? All right. So let me start to understand what is going on. I want to make sure that this live is going good. I got the keyboard today. Last time I did not have the keyboard and I was like tweaking out because I couldn't do stuff from far away. But now I can. Oh. And I don't got to worry about it. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, see, I done messed up the game with this one. Pin, there we go. All right, so today we're going over different light techniques. The first thing I'm gonna talk to you guys about in particular is going to be, though the name of this class is light direction and light quality. I have my notes right here to like make sure that I stay on track. So we're going over light direction and light quality. Last time I talked to you guys in class about you know, using lighting and the different types of lighting, talking about your settings, camera control, things of that nature, and then also how light affects an image, right? So this class, we're gonna be going over light direction as well as lighting control and quality, right? So I'll be using flash today. I will be using my AD200 right here. I'm gonna show you guys it. So I have my AD200 right here. You guys know I have I always be having a little handle on it, but I have my AD200 right here. I'm using a 200. Why? Because you guys also have 8200s, so I'm able to, I guess, relate to a lot of you guys. So if you guys are using 8200s, I want to use 8200 too. If it's the first light I always tell you guys to buy, why not me use the same as like one that I'm always telling you guys to buy, right? 8200, one light setup today, showing you guys the different lighting setups that I like to use, but also the different lighting setups, like showing you good and bad. And then also showing you guys the difference between lighting direction and lighting quality. We'll also be going over, we're looking at my notes, sorry, direction of light, the height of light and why the height of light matters. We'll also be going over light quality, which is hard light versus soft light. And then we'll be going over distance of the light as well. So light is close versus when it's far away. If you guys did not know, when a light is closer to you, it's softer than it is when it's further away. All right, and then we're also be going over the modifiers that I would like to use, different ones and what they do. And then we'll also be going over lighting control and how to control it, right? And I'm gonna be giving you guys a demo with a live module. All right, Catherine, ready for you. All right, bet. So just kind of come up and just stand in the middle. I got you. All right, bet. Center yourself. So come over a little bit. Look in the mirror. There you go. There you go. Yeah, right there.
Right here?
Yeah, right there. That's good. All right, so I'm gonna do a few, play around with it, and show them how it looks with the different ones, and we'll kind of play around with that. So the photos are gonna pop up right here. If they pop up and look crazy, just chill. All right, like don't do too much. You got to trust the process. Trust the process, man. All right, so this right here, you guys, I'm gonna be using a beauty dish majority of the time because I always tell you guys to use a beauty dish. So I'm gonna use a beauty dish. I'm gonna take my grid off. We'll talk about the grid once I use lighting modifiers. But right now I'm not using a lot of modifiers. So I'm gonna use my bare beauty dish. Let me prove it to you guys. Beauty dish, if you guys don't know what a beauty dish is, what it is basically is, there's a dish inside of it, and what this dish does is, once that light flashes out and it hits this reflector, it bounces back, right? Then hits this dish and then comes back out, right? It doesn't necessarily soften the light, it amplifies it, right? So the lining of this right here is silver lining. If you guys have already been in one of the classes before, silver does what? Somebody in class, tell me. What does silver do? I'm gonna keep asking y'all because I need y'all to say it out loud for y'all. What does silver do? Go ahead, Thad.
Silver reflects?
Yes, so silver reflects, right? So this silver is going to act as a reflector, right? We all know what reflector dishes are, yes, no? Even if you don't, it's fine. This right here is a reflector dish. A lot of the time with your lighting, it will come with a reflector dish, right? This reflector dish has no little dish, as you would say, to be able to bounce that light back like a beauty dish does, right? So a beauty dish, it changes the direction of the lighting twice. A reflector dish goes straight out, right? So a little bit of the light might hit the side of this and come out, but it still Really getting reflected and then amplified back out, right? But as far as the beauty dish, it's getting redirected, right? To give you a more flattering image. So today we're using a beauty dish because the one lighting modifier that I really do recommend in studio, on location, wherever, I always recommend a beauty dish, right? Put this back. I'm trying to hold this real quick. I never take this thing off, bro. There we go. Shit. It's like putting on a diaper, bro. Like,
Okay, hold on. I got you.
There we go. When you take it off, just be ready because, bro, putting it back on is crazy. I know a few of y'all that have lost y'all's. There we go. Appreciate you. All right, so now we're gonna put this up there. There's no grit on it, so I have one layer of diffusion. Oh my gosh, Taxi, what's diffusion? So this little piece of fabric is diffusion, right? You can double diffuse sometimes. What's double diffuse? 2 pieces of fabric. If you want it to come off softer, you will double diffuse, triple diffuse. You will add extra diffusion to make it softer onto the skin. You want it to be harsher, you will take away diffusion, all right? So I have single diffusion right now. If I wanted it to be softer on the skin or on the face, I would add a second layer of diffusion, all right? So we're gonna use beauty dish today. I'm gonna just play around with this. I'm gonna connect to my camera. I'm using my Sony once again with my flash, my Godox. I'm using the Godox X3 Pro. It's like a little bit bigger than the other one. You guys, if y'all know why I didn't upgrade, because I didn't upgrade because I wanted to. I upgraded because I had to. I literally dropped my camera. I didn't drop it. I stepped on it, right? And I broke my top. So I literally had to replace the entire top, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a tester when I put this up top. Let me check my notes again one moment and make sure that I'm on the right accord. Yep, lighting direction, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, all right, cool. First thing we're gonna go over, I'm gonna show you guys a front light versus the 45-degree light and the 90-degree light, all right? So we have front light, which kind of just in front of the subject's face, which is what I do not recommend, but I'm gonna show y'all it because I'm gonna show y'all what to and not to do. So I'm gonna just drag this bad boy over. With my lighting stand, also I have a sand bag on my lighting stand so that way it doesn't tip over. So this is straight light. I do not recommend this at all. I'm about to show y'all exactly why. It does make it more, I'm gonna move it out of the way real quick. So it's gonna be coming straight onto her face. And you're not gonna see any shadows or anything when you do have straight on light. But the only thing about straight on light is like it does blind your subject, one, right? So I'm gonna have you close your eyes. It does blind, not right now, but it does blind your subject, right? Keep that in mind. It will definitely blind your subject. And another thing that I also try to think about is like, it looks more flattering because, not more flattering, but it's gonna seem more flattering because there's no shadows, right? It's gonna feel more flattering because there's no shadows. So when you guys see this, you're like, oh, but there's no shadows. So that's why it's gonna look kind of like, you know, I guess good in a sense, I guess you'd say. Let me go ahead and show you guys real quick. There you go. All right, you guys still able to see everything? Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and line this up real quick, straight on. Let me see. All right, close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Close your eyes again. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. There you go. All right, so you guys can see there's no shadows. There's shadows in the back, right? But there's no shadows on the actual skin. Oh my gosh, what are your settings? All right, my settings right now are f4, 250, and then 400 ISO. Flash power is on 1/64. I'm gonna go up on the flash power and I'm gonna go down on my ISO. I don't want my ISO that high. I want my ISO to 100, right? We talked about camera control the other day. Why do I want my ISO at 100 when I'm shooting in studio, Neo? Why would I want my ISO at 100? What does having my ISO that low do for me? What does it help me avoid, Neo? If you could talk, let me know, but if not, you could type it in the chat. Noise, yep. It helps you avoid having noise. So being that I want ISO 100. I don't want to sacrifice my ISO. I told you guys last class, I do not want to sacrifice my ISO. If I sacrifice my ISO, I'm gonna get noise. I'm gonna have to do denoising. It's too much grain and all this. It's gonna lower the quality of my image. I don't want that, right? I'm gonna go ahead and take another one at this lower ISO. I'm gonna have to change my flash power. 3, 2, 1. This is before I change anything, right? It's darker, yes. Oh my gosh, wow, right? But how are we gonna lighten that up? This is on group B. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my group B. I'm gonna go down to my flash power. I was at 1/64. I'm gonna go to 1/32. See how that looks first. Nope. It looks a little bit better though. I'm gonna go down to 1/16. I'm gonna go down to 1/8. And 1/8 is where I wanna be at. I like 1/8, right? You still see that flash, you still see that shadow in the background, but it's gonna look a lot more flattering when that light is straight onto the subject, right? You don't see really any shadows anywhere for real, right? So what we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna take one more so I can show you guys, hold on, 3, 2, 1. I just changed my white balance like I told you guys last class. 5500 Kelvin is my baby, so I just changed it to 5500 Kelvin. The ones before this were all shot on auto white balance. So you see a little bit warmer, right? There's a little bit warmer vibe. This is auto white balance inside of studio. I don't like auto white balance inside of studio. Yes, sometimes it does make the skin look good, but it makes the background look more so yellow. I don't like that, right? I wanna get rid of that, right? So I changed it to 5500 Kelvin to match my background and my lightings in my situation. Like I told you guys about white balance last class. 5500 Kelvin I love to use when I'm inside. I can always change it when I'm shooting raw. You can always change it later. Safi. Safi, you got a question? She accidentally pressed the thing. She must have unmuted herself by accident. All right, but that's that right there, right? How you can alleviate that. You're like, oh my gosh, there's a shadow in the background. What I can do is I can move my subject further or closer to me, right? So come a step closer, just like that, right? I can move my subject a step closer to get less of that shadow in that background, right? So I'm still doing straight on lighting. This is still straight on lighting, right? This is showing you guys straight on lighting before I show you guys any angles that I like. I don't personally like this. I do not like this lighting technique. I do not like this lighting vibe, but I'm showing you it because this is one of the ones that people do sometimes, right? I'm showing you it. I'm gonna show you how to make the images look a lot more flattering and how to get rid of that shadow. You guys see this shadow behind her head, right? I'm gonna show you guys how to get rid of that, right? So even right here, you'll still see it. One light, one light, one light. What did I say? 5500K. So 5500 Kelvin. I use Kelvin, right? 5500 Kelvin. I'm gonna take one more right here. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, and 1. So the shadow's distance got further from my subject, but it's still there, right? As you guys can see, the shadow's distance got further. So these were before, how it was closer. It's right by her head, right? It was right by her head. It was closer to my subject. This is further from my subject, but it is still there. But the further she gets away from the background, the softer that shadow gets. You see how you notice how softer that shadow gets? It's further away, it's not as harsh. She's closer to the background, it's more harsh. Right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my angle. So this is right here is flash angle. This is lighting angle. This is how angles change, right? That's that straight on lighting. Stay in tune with it, right? Look and see how the cheekbones look. Look and see how the eyes are lit. Look and see all of that, right? Before we add any modifier, before we add any reflectors, right? Or any bounces or anything like that, look at that and see how that looks, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and change to a 45-degree angle. Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead, Kay.
So would you suggest moving the light before moving the model, or moving the model before the light?
I'll move the model before the light because your light, like if you chose the lighting placement, right? If I said, oh my gosh, this is what I want, this is how I actually want it to look, right? If I want it to come out like that and I'm doing a straight on purpose, right? I will move the model before I move the light. If I'm trying to get rid of the shadow. Right? If I'm trying to get rid of the shadow and I like how it looks on her face and I like how this shot is looking, but I don't like the shadow, I will move the model before moving the light. Right?
Okay, got it.
So I see how I moved her forward before I even tried to change the light. I'm like, oh, I still don't like how that shadow looks. Now I'm gonna move the light. All right? I'm showing you guys how to get, I guess, find your style one, but also go get, when you start a photo shoot, how to get to your results that you want faster. Right? Rather than wasting time. So I'm showing you what these different lighting setups look like so that when you start your photo shoot, if you're going for a particular look, you know exactly what to choose off the rip. All right? You're like, oh yeah, I remember how this looked. I'm gonna do light, I'm gonna do it straight on. I know how this looked, I'm gonna do 90 degrees. I know how this looked, I'm gonna do 45 degrees. Like I told you guys, everything in photography is basically 3-3-3. This is another one of those 3-3-3s, right? You have 90 degree, you have straight on, and you have 45. Those are the 3 angles to use when you're shooting, when you're doing lighting, right? So this is that straight on angle. So before moving her, right? What you could do too as well to answer your question, Kay, is if you had a reflector or a bouncer, I could have put that reflector or bouncer back here behind her and it would have got rid of that because that straight on light would have hit the reflector to get rid of that back shadow, right? But that's when you start adding in things. But if in you and you're shooting, you only got one light, you don't have a reflector, you might not have a bouncer, you might not have these things. This is for you. You get what I'm saying? Because easily if I had a reflector, right? I'm gonna show you guys. I hate going back and forth because I'm supposed to be teaching one thing today. I'm supposed to be teaching one thing. I have a problem, bro. It's like I'll be teaching one lesson and then I get asked a good question. I'm like, oh, I gotta show them.
Sidetrack.
I sidetrack, man. So I'm gonna show y'all. It's the same height as her, basically. So I'll put this back here, this reflector back here, right? I'm gonna have to probably lay a little bit different. I put this reflector back here. This reflector will redirect that light, right? So if I can get it to actually stay. So you can use another human, or you can use a reflector stand. I don't have my reflector stand, it's in the in my storage unit, but there's a reflector stand that has a little clamp, and you can stand that right on top of that, right? Just like that. Like it'll clamp it, it'll hold it. But I'm gonna put this straight on just to the subject again. And now what you'll start to notice is when it hits that reflector in the background, it starts to alleviate some of that shadow in the back. It might not alleviate all of it, but it will make it easier. Also, when you're shooting straight on, it's a lot harder for you as a photographer to actually get your camera in a good spot. That's why I don't shoot straight on, right? Because it's hard, because like the light is where I want my camera at. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, so literally showing y'all, let me see, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. So as you can see, it's a lot of it more is gone, right? A lot of it just left, hold on, before. A lot of it, this is before, right? And this was after. You see less of it, but it's still there. And she just got brighter. It's the same lighting setup. Like we literally didn't change nothing. It's just adding the reflector in there, and somehow she just got brighter. Reflector. So I don't like this lighting setup at all. So I'm gonna change it to the lighting setup that I do like. I'm gonna show you guys 45, then I'm gonna show you 90. 45, what you're doing is you're going up a little bit higher than the subject's head. Right above, like, kind of like a head above their head. So for example, if you guys see, this is her head, look, this is her head. She has a head above that. It's about at the head above that head, if that makes sense. It's kind of how I base it in my head. It's a head above their head. And now I angle it down just a little bit. I don't gotta do a full-fledged 45. I just angle it down just a little bit. Angles kind of like throws me off, so I don't try to use angles too much, but I aim it down a little bit to where the top of this clears the top of her head, right? Am I able to show? I don't know if I'm able to like bring y'all over. I don't think so. Y'all able to like see? So I try to do to where the top of this, hold on, y'all, I got y'all, just vibe. To where the top of this is coming towards the top of her head, and this is going down towards her feet, right? So even here, I feel like it's too much. I want to come down even more. Boom. So now the top of this, top of her head, top of this, going down to her feet. So now when it hits her, it'll be an evenly spread. So the same as like flash power, things of that nature. I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture, show you guys how this looks, okay? So I think this might be cool too if I put this on here. Let me know if y'all like this style better, because then y'all can see more, but I don't know. Let me know if y'all like this style better. Right? Straight on. Ooh. There you go, straight on. 3, 2, and 1. Yes, see, bro, this is my style. Do y'all see how it just changed? Do y'all see how it just changed? Hold on, I'm about to show y'all. Do y'all see how it just changed? Right? See how before, you see all the shadows? Yes, a lot of the pores and things of that nature. It wasn't as like cinematic, stuff like that. But when you look here, yes, more shadow, but it's more flattering. It just immediately got more flattering from that 45. All right, I'm gonna do one more. Same as I said, I still got ISO 100, f4, 250 on the shutter, and my flash power is still 1/8, right? Nothing else changed. Right, hold it, 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Go ahead, look off to the left. So look off that way. Like, we're just like that, yeah. So I'm gonna just literally lay this on the floor. I'm not even gonna lean it up on nothing or nothing. I'm just laying on the floor. So that way anything extra that it catches, it'll catch and hit. Actually, I'm not even gonna use a reflector. Imagine if you don't have a reflector. I'm gonna just use it if you don't have a reflector. It's okay. All right, all right, all right. All right, so what you're gonna do is, I want you to like take like a fake step like here. But you're gonna like fill up on yourself. Yeah, like that. So which leg? Probably your right leg, right? Yeah. Yeah, so you're like your right leg, you're gonna be like that. Okay. Yeah, just like that, literally. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, there you go. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. And 1. Yeah, that's cute. Tilt your head up a little bit more. There you go. Yep. And 1. I had her tilt her head up a little bit more to go towards that light. This is still a one light setup, you guys. I didn't even add nothing else. There's no flashes in the background. This is not on. You guys know that. Nothing else is going on. This is literally all that we are working with right now. All right? So I had her tilt her head up more because one thing about it is when you guys are shooting your clients, you notice their facial features and what they're wearing, right? She has lashes. So if she has her head tilted down a little bit, the lighting's gonna get caught by those lashes, gonna act like a hat. So now it's gonna create some shadow up into there. I have to have her tilt her head up. right? Also, if your client has their head tilted down, you're gonna get a shadow down here. If they bring their neck up, it helps alleviate some of that as well, all right? So those are some things that we had to do. So if you can see, bow, run around, you know what I'm saying? Come on. See, yeah.
Nice.
And then I had you tilt your head up, bam. I'm gonna do one more, again. I'm gonna do the exact same pose, yep, same pose again, same lighting, and then I'll add a reflector and show you guys the difference between with the reflector and without the reflector. So these are all without the reflector. Hold, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Without the reflector. Now with the reflector, it's gonna help come up under those eyes. You guys see how her eyes a little bit, still a little bit dark? This is why I will start to add in a reflector. Under her eyes a little bit dark, underneath her chest a little bit dark. When you want to add some more light up under those undertones, you need a reflector or something to redirect the light, right? Either you're gonna use a second light to go up underneath the bottom, or you're gonna use a reflector or a bouncer to do that as well, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this right up underneath her. I'm gonna hold one part of it. I'm gonna do it just so I can show you guys the different angle of it. Hold it, 3, 2, and 1. Literally, 3, 2, and 1. Yep, 3, 2, and 1. So reflectors only work if you have it in front of the light a bit. If it's back behind the light, none of this light is gonna touch it. It's not in front of this black. It needs to be in front of this black, all right? If it's not in front of this black, nothing will happen, right? So I try to make sure that a good amount of my reflector is in front of the black, so that way it can actually have an effect on my subject when shooting. All right, if I don't do that, it will not have an effect on my subject when shooting, all right? So let me see, 3, 2, and 1, yep, 3, 2, and 1. There you go. And then the angle of your reflector also changes how much light you get as well. We'll get into that in like a class as well. When we talk about like modifiers and different accessories when it comes to lighting, we'll get into that. But that is this angle. Does anybody have any questions about straight on or 45 degrees before I move on? Any questions about, go ahead, Sean.
How would somebody like achieve that? You still achieve that angle with like a regular stand? Like I don't have that stand yet.
Yeah, nah, swear, yeah, for sure. Literally, like, that's probably what I should have did today too. Like literally, so you could get the exact same angle, your stand would just come right here. I only use this stand so that way it's not in the way for class. Like for example, if I was using it, it would block her. Like it would be right here. So if I use a regular stand, it's the exact same thing. But if I use a regular stand, it would literally just come down right here. That's it. So like there would be like a pole right here. That's it. And you just have to navigate around the pole. That's it. So you would look exactly the same. If you do straight on, your stand will be lower and it'll be straight on. If it up top, you just put your stand up higher and angle it down. All right. So boom. Hold on. I got you. So to help you out with exactly what you're asking, right? Literally, to give you, because I be saying it and I know, you know what I'm saying? So boom, even if it's not that, it's the exact same thing. Going onto here, right? Angling it, going up, and angling it down a little bit, just like that. So instead of it being on this boom pole, right? It is now on here, and it's the exact same thing that I would have been doing prior. I just now have to shoot around this pole, all right? And what I would even do is I be attaching this to my thing sometimes. Like if I have like a little clamp, like I'll clamp it to here so it stays like that. So like now it's all one piece. And then I'll just shoot around this. But I like the boom pole because the boom pole leaves all this space open, all right? Make sense?
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I just had a follow-up question. You still have that black grid on the front of that, or?
No. I took it off at the beginning of class, so it's right here.
Oh, my bad, guys.
Nah, you're good. So I'm gonna get into modifiers towards the end of class, but I took it off. So I took it off so that way we're using a regular BD dish, right? So I'm gonna put it back on there so you guys can see her so the stand's not in her way. So I'm gonna show you guys the front of it. I just left my handle. This is not nothing special. I literally just left my handheld part on here. So if I want to take it off and show you guys handheld and with raw flash, it'll be the same thing. So you guys can see the front of it. It's not on there, nothing on there. All right. I accidentally hit the modeling lamp, but there's nothing on there, no grid, no nothing. All right. And now any more questions of 90 or about 90 or straight on before about 45 or straight on before I go to 90? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna show you guys 90. You're gonna be like, what the hell is 90? All right, So 45, right? Straight on is like this. Straight on is like straight. 45 is like this, right? 90 is like this, right? So 90 adds in that dramaticness, okay? 90 makes it very, very dramatic, right? So literally what 90 does is it goes over the subject, it's gonna be turned straight down, just like so. You're gonna put it up a little bit higher potentially, right? I do this a lot with clothing brands a lot of the time, and I might put a reflector in on the bottom or something like that. Let me see, let it down slowly. There we go. And what you will do is with this 90, you can do this multiple different ways. So 90, I like to use when I'm using an umbrella. If you guys have watched me shoot before, I'll use a 90 when I use an umbrella, all right? Why? Because the umbrella covers a lot more surface area and it's able to hit a lot more of the floor when it comes down. For this, it has a smaller surface area, so it's only gonna hit a certain amount when it comes down. So come on over, looks like that, turn, come over, right, ooh, a little bit more, this way, right there. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna take a picture of this and show you guys how it looks. It's still one light setup, okay? All right, you guys can see, hold on, let me see. All right, boom, hold it, 3, 2, and 1. Y'all see that? Right, dramaticness, right? You know what's crazy, if I put a reflector in front of her, her whole face will light up, all right? What I can do here is, if you're looking for this style, this is how you can do it, all right? Take one a little bit back up a little bit, right there. She didn't even back up that far. Now watch how much this changes. She didn't back up that far at all, right? This is 90-degree lighting, right? Now her position makes it butterfly. When this edge of the light starts to match up with her face, it becomes a butterfly, right? Why do they call it that? No idea. That's just what I learned because I guess it's on the part of their butterfly's wing. I have no idea, but it's a butterfly light, all right? When they're straight up under it, it's still 90 degrees regardless of what, but her placement now makes it butterfly. I can move this forward if I wanted to, or I can move it however. Now this is butterfly, all right? This is 90 right above her, butterfly, all right? Now I'm gonna show you guys how butterfly looks, all right? Hold it, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. Right? So the problem here now is, why is it overexposed? Because it's too close to her, right? So I can go up on the height. I didn't change none of the flash power, no nothing. Flash power is the same, it's just closer to her face. So now if I go up more, just like so, and I leave the flash power the exact same, let's see how the flash distance changes it. So you guys had seen how close it was before. You guys seen it, right? Now I'm gonna show you guys Dapper's late. If your ass if you don't raise your hand and say it out loud, you know I can't read on here, bro. This TV like real messed up. Kay, ask your question out loud. If you can't speak, I'll read your comments, but go ahead.
That was just to the class.
Oh, what'd you say though?
I was asking what was the flash power.
Oh, 1/16. All right, hold it still at 1/16. There you go, boom. Now if I bring it a little bit forward, more in front of her, come over a little bit so you can level up. There you go, like that. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. There you go. So now more of her gets seen, right? So we went from it being completely dark to moving the light just a little bit in front of her, not even a full foot, half a foot, to more of her being able to be seen, right? So now the only problem is what? Her undershadows. If I want to get rid of those undershadows, what do I add, you guys? I want to get rid of these undershadows that you see right here. A reflector, cool. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add a reflector. Bet. I can add it vertically or horizontally. It's gonna do the same exact thing. What? More light is crazy. We're doing one light today. It's a one light. It's a one light. This month basically one light.
You were saying he was right. I was saying you're
Oh, okay. I thought you said more light. No, you're good. All right, now I'm gonna take a picture with me just having the reflector like here, where it's spaced at, and see how the reflector shows out. Boom. Right? So more is seen. Now what I can see is like, okay, a little bit more is seen, but I still want more. So it was darker before. One reflector just got added. All right, now I want it to be even lighter. Oh my gosh, what can I do? I'm gonna add a reflector again, but I'm gonna give the reflector something to sit on. For example, if you're doing headshots, this is great for people who are doing headshots, right? This is butterfly lighting. I love using butterfly light when I'm doing headshots. You can use a clamshell. Oh my God, what's a clamshell? It's basically like this, but if you guys look on Amazon, you'll see that it's like a reflector, but it's warped, like it's like bent. Like it's like bent in a way like this, where like it goes around the face, right? So it's literally bent. It's a bent reflector, that's literally all it is. I have one up there in the storage thing, but I don't feel like pulling it out. Go ahead, Dapper.
Oh yeah, like a U. I've seen there's someone in Florida that has a headshot van. They drive outside.
Yep, they ride around and do it.
Headshots.
Yeah.
And literally, it's they sit them in the back of the van, and it's like a U, and it just.
Yeah. It's literally just a big U, and it literally just goes around the entirety of the face. So it flashes and hits it, and it lights up the entire face. It's like a cheat code, like a beauty type cheat code. But you got here. There you go. Let me see. 3, 2, and 1. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. And the angle of this changes the angle of the face as well. So if I want to get this up higher, I need to try to have something. I'm gonna sit on higher. I'm gonna put it on my knee, right? Real impromptu vibes. Literally just like this. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Oh, I can't get it. There you go. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. So now what if we mix 90 with the reflector with a little bit of a tilt? Right, it's still straight down on the face. You have the cheekbone structure, right, as you guys can see. How you look young.
They look cute.
But you can see the difference between all of them.
Yeah, the lighting.
Literally.
Crazy.
But that's just like literally. So the settings are the same. Camera settings, lighting, flash settings. All I did was add that. So when I added that, it went from this to this. Like literally, you can like drag. You can see it.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
You can see it. And then what I can do is, if I want to make this, I like how this one looked. Now I'm like, okay, I just want a little bit less shadow in the neck. I'm going to go ahead and keep it at 90 and give it a little bit of a tilt. Not 45, just a little bit of a tilt, right? And I'm going to put my reflector back how it was, and this little tilt is going to make all the difference. All the settings and everything is still the exact same. Nothing changed, nothing changed, nothing changed. Nothing changed, you guys, nothing changed. But let me know if your feet hurt. Like, let me know if you're like,
your feet started. I just gotta like wiggle.
You gotta keep moving a little piece.
Yeah.
All right, cause I was like, man, shit, got. All right, let me see. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. A little bit of. Oh, it actually looks really good. Ooh, that looks really good. Ooh, that little tilt. Hold on. Oh man. All right, look. I'm gonna angle it. I'm gonna pull it. Actually, I'm gonna pull it down a little bit from being so high with her height. Cause I said 2 heads above. I should stay 2 heads above. Because I went really high because of the flash power, but it's okay. There we go. Now this is at 90 still, and then we're gonna move from 90 to show you guys the difference between, right here at the same time, I'm teaching you guys kind of flash distance at the same time, showing you guys how flash distance matters, because the entire time that I'm doing this entire shoot, I'm gonna stay at the same settings. I'm just gonna change the flash position, and it's gonna show you guys how much more dramatic it gets. It's gonna show you guys just how much more like stronger the shadows get or softer the shadows get based off the distance of the light and then the changing of the modifiers. This flash power is gonna stay at 1/16 the entire time. I'm gonna stay at 250 on my shutter. I'm gonna stay at 100 ISO, and I'm gonna stay at 4.0 on my aperture. I'm not changing those settings the entire class, okay? I'm just gonna show you guys how the lighting distance changes things, all right? Because if I keep changing settings, you're like, oh, what do I do? Nope, I'm gonna use these same exact settings this entire shoot, and I'm gonna just change the lighting around, all right? So you guys can see exactly how it changes, all right? All right, bet. So then you have, boom, so side, we got that one, the 90 degrees, and then you obviously have backlighting and rim lighting, you guys. So if I wanted to get like this, to make this really like, what I would do for myself, I would go ahead and angle this more towards my subject, towards more so 45, because that's my baby, I love 45. And then I would have a reflector here kind of coming underneath, just like so, at that same, kind of like a reverse 45, like this is 45 down, I would like to this. Instead of being flat like 90, you guys know how 90 was flat coming down, this is 90 flat going up. 45 with a little bit of a tilt, 45 with a little bit of a tilt, take the picture. Same exact settings, I didn't change nothing. Hold it 3, 2, and 1. Yep, hold it 3, 2, and 1. There we go, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. All right, hold it one more. Hold on. What you about to say? Dapper, bruh, dapper. I don't know what you about to say, bruh.
All I said was that's dope. What?
Oh, okay. I thought you was about to, hey, I didn't hear you. I just saw your thing come unmute, and I said, what is he about to say right now? I ain't know what he about to say.
Bro, you have PTSD. What?
I do, bruh. Every meetup, I hear you whispering. I be like, oh my God, he's whispering something right now. I be like, I don't know what he just said, but I'm like, he's whispering.
I can't. Listen, you know me. I talk.
I know. Okay, all right. Okay, I'll leave you alone. All right, they go 3, 2, 1. There you go. Yep. 3, 2, and 1. There you go. And to get even rid of more of that, with her being shorter, you can come down on the flash. You can come down on the light height and keep your 45 the same. Just come down more on the light height. There you go. One head above her, like her head plus her head. This is single diffuse, so you got to be like careful with how close you get because it doesn't have that much diffusion. So it can go quickly from a soft light to a harsh light, fast. All right, one more. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. There you go. 3, 2, 1. So this right here would be perfect light height for her. You see that chin? Y'all see the chin now? That's cooking. Come on, before, after. Before, after. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and show you guys what backlight is and then I'll start having fun. So now we're gonna do backlighting. I'm literally gonna just loosen this, angle it backwards to her, and pull it back here. Oh, actually, I could take this off. Somebody trying to join class. Oh, she just missed her segment. I just did headshots. She just missed her segment. Welcome to class. Nice to meet y'all. Nice to see y'all. All right, backlighting. I'm gonna use this one. You wanna put your slides on?
No.
You sure? But you can put them on, or you wanna sit?
No, I'm fine.
You sure? Okay.
I'm chilling.
All right. Cause I know, bro, heels, bro.
If I could walk it downtown in these.
Oh yeah. All night.
Yeah.
Different. I'm already knowing.
A little too bougie.
I'm already knowing. Stand right in front. There you go. It's gonna be backlight. It may be bad. Just vibe. All right. Just chill. All right. And just show y'all what backlight looks like. This is backlight. I just want to show y'all. I feel like y'all probably have never tried it before because y'all don't want to make your clients look bad. But I had someone who volunteered today. No.
Test run.
Test run? Why not? All right, let's see. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. And 1. If this was brighter, it would look cooler, I guess. But I told you I'm not changing the settings. But you guys can see how it outlines the body. So it shows you how it lines the body. When you guys start seeing this, you guys can see how it lines the body, how it lines the face, how it lines the ears, how it kind of like outlines her, right? But when you think about it, if you were to pair this with a second light, right? I'm showing you guys how this looks by themselves. But if you were to pair this backlight with a front light, you would have an even lighting. You know what I'm saying? If you made this backlight and a front light hit each other at the same time, you would have even lighting. If you did a side light and a backside light, even lighting. So it's showing you like per light before you start building it out. I'm showing you guys with one light, right? You guys get that. I just did the first one. You add a second light. You can see the second one. Makes sense? Makes sense? I know it does. It's okay. All right, so I'm gonna angle this now up. You guys are gonna see the stand in her y'all will see the stand in the photo, guys. Just vibe. If I were actually shooting this, I'd probably like put it off to the side over here, but I want y'all to be able to actually see where the light's coming from. That's the whole point of the demonstration. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Yep, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. All right, and you guys can see how the light's hitting her head, right? Don't focus on the face, obviously, but see how the light is hitting her head. Look at how the light outlines the subject. Look at how the light outlines the shoulders. Look at how the light outlines the neck. Look how it hits the hair. Look how it hits the ears. Look how it hits the earrings, right? If you pair this with a good front light, you have an amazing shot, right? Rim lights are always from, I didn't hear what she said. I can't talk. So rim lights are always from, rim lights, what talking about? Hold on. Yes, rim light is a backlight. That's what you asked. Yes, a rim light is a backlight. A rim light separates the subject from the background, is what it does. So it basically helps, it creates like a glow or like an edge on the subject. So if you match that rim light, oh my gosh, I don't want to show y'all the second light because then I feel like I'm cheating y'all, man. All right, you know what? Hold on. Just vibe, just vibe, just vibe. I'm gonna turn another 8200 on and I'm gonna put it at like a very, very low power. Just chill, right? So this is at 1/128, very, very low power. It's just gonna show y'all like how it would look. Hold on. It didn't flash, just vibe, hold on. Oh, did I change my, bruh, y'all made me change my, bruh, that's why my junk was acting weird today, bruh. I'm doing a photo show, I'm like, bro, what's up? Y'all made me change my channel. Bruh, how do I change that bad boy back? Bro, y'all made me change my channel, bruh. Brother. My channel, I'm at channel 11, bro. I'm supposed to be at channel, my channel, bro. Y'all got me at channel 11. No, 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 no. All right, let's see. How was work today?
How's work?
Yeah,
Good.
that's
Super
good.
busy.
For real. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm wondering why my junk going off? Makes sense. There we go. So now you guys can see this is the rim light, right? A rim light plus a, let's say, front light, right? I'm putting it above my head. Hold it. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Wait, just vibe. Just vibe. What's this flat? Don't look at that. Don't look at that, bro. Just chill. Just chill. Just chill. Just chill real quick, bro. Just vibe. I'm gonna put it at 1/128. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. There you go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All right, this is a raw flash, obviously, but look at how good the skin looks. But, all right, do you guys see now like how it's lit up versus before? Without any light in the front, now you got some light in the front, you can still see it. You still see it lined up. You see the skin? That's from that backlight. That is not the front light. This is the backlight, not the front light. How do I know? Because I just showed you guys how to layer it. This is the backlight, not the front light, because there is no front light here. This is the backlight, not the front light, because there is no front light there. Make sense? Wouldn't that be terrible placement for a photo? You know what, bro? I literally just said that. I think you were late to class. I said I would never place this light. Bro, you know what? I'm gonna put it. I told y'all, I said I'm only putting it here for the, you heard me, right? Okay, I'm making sure. Because I said I'm only placing it here so you can see it. Yeah, she gets a pass. She was late, it's fine. I only placed it there. I placed it there so you guys can see it in the shot. I would not place that light there, okay? I always place my light here, but I want y'all to see it in the class shot. All right, I'm gonna put it right here, bro. Goodness gracious. All right, so, yes. And with rim lights, I like to do a sandwich method. So I'll like light them from this side, light them from that side, or light them from this side and that side, right? And when I do this, it like kind of like meshes around the subject, and now only thing that matters now is the lighting modifier you choose to use. Because you could use a bare bulb and you could still get the same look. A lot of the time I'll use a bare bulb on my backlight. I usually don't use a modifier on my backlight. I'll use a bare bulb on my backlight, like if I'm doing grad shoots or anything like that. Or if you guys watch the fitness influencing shoot I did, where I set this on the ground. I was inside of the gym and I literally just set it on the floor. Like I literally just set it on the floor and it hit the mirror and it came back and it was a backlight. It was still a backlight. Right, so the modifiers are cool and stuff, but they don't always matter as much as you think they matter. They really don't matter. They really don't matter as much as you think they matter. Not as much as you think they matter. So, yeah, so they don't always matter as much as you think they matter, right? So I'm gonna do another one now with it in the front. This is 1/128 with the back at 320. 32. Same flash power settings. Hold it 3, 2, 1. And 1. There you go. So if you guys can see now, without any light, I'm gonna turn that one off. Stand back up straight real quick, sorry.
Okay.
Hold it 3, 2, 1. So you guys can see where the light's coming from. So you guys see that rim light is hitting all of this on this side. When I added that front light, it's not a flattering front light, just vibe. When I added that front light, you can still see that rim right here. Right? Makes sense to everybody? Yep. Cool. Any questions right here, right now? I like that one. Any questions, comments, concerns? No? All right, bet. So now, from there, just showed you guys how that works. So I'm gonna turn this bad boy back off. Once again, back off. And I'm using an 8200 because I know you guys have one. I was gonna use my 400, but y'all don't have a 400. So I'm talking using 200 because I wanna use the exact same settings that a 200 uses. Who is it? Oh, go ahead, Neil. Say it again. Wait, what part? Damn, what part I just, I don't even know what I just said. I just said a lot. Say it again, please. Wait.
Using the 200.
Using the 8200. Because you guys.
The rim light part, like, you know what's on the shoulder? I need that last part.
Oh, okay. Where I had it going off to her shoulder like this. And then I, so this is how it was. This is how it was before I added any light. Then after I added the light, you can still see that rim light was at play. When you guys send me a picture in the class and you be like, or in the chat, and y'all be like, oh, Taxi, how many lights was in the setup? That's how I'm able to tell. I look at the body and the body doesn't lie. It shows you where the lights came from. There's no way that this came from the front light. You can see the hot spot, right? It did not come from the front light, right? You can see these hotspots, this came from the front light. All of this came from the front light. But this did not come from the front light. And then the catch light in her eyes don't lie either. There's a one light setup right there. One light in the front, and then this one right here gonna give me another one, hotspot, two light setup. All right? And then this was before I even added the second light. Ain't nothing in her eyes, so ain't no light in the front, and there's a hotspot right here on her shoulder, so that light's coming off to the side. Right? So whenever I break lighting setups down, I look for these things on images. Right? Okay, got it? Most def. You're welcome. All right, so now, bet. So now the next thing is, one thing I say, like height of the light, eye level of the light, and then lower light. I don't really want to show the lower light. The lower light angle, like you have backlight, and you have the lower light where the light is like, I guess, in front of the subject, but like on some like, hold on, let me just do it, bro. Yo, you want to now? I just told you to, bro. I told you to.
Okay, it's got to that point.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Why you don't gotta suffer when you don't have to? You don't gotta suffer, bro.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
We're better.
All right, so cause I saw it in your brain. I'm seeing you thinking about your feet. Like I'm seeing you. I'm watching you think like.
It's just like my nails.
And then you're like, he did just offer. So like, is it crazy if I ask again? Like, cause he just offered. So like.
I was like my nails digging in my.
Nah, bro, you're vibing, bro.
Yeah, no, this is better. Okay.
All right, so now this is gonna look crazy. All right, y'all, just vibe. This is gonna look insane. All right, but type shit. All right, ready? Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. It actually does not look as insane as I thought it would. All right, it's actually not bad. So that's bottom light. I will use this sometimes when I don't have a reflector or when I don't want to use a reflector. Why? Because I will pair this bottom light with a top light. Now it becomes a sandwich, but instead of being a back and front sandwich, right? A peanut butter jelly sandwich, it's like a ham sandwich, bro. Both of the breads are on top. LOL, that's never how you would make a sandwich. But so you see the bottom light, and you would pair this with a top light, and you would get even lighting. So this is another lighting setup that you can also use. The background's always mostly always gonna be darker because it's gonna have double the shadow for real. So if I were to have a bottom light coming and then a top light, how could I show y'all this real quick? So if I had I'm trying to not use that 400 because I know y'all don't got one. So if I wanted to use a bottom light like this, right? I'm gonna show y'all. Angle it upwards, come down towards the subjects, lower to the face, like that. Then I'll have my other light coming up top, and it'll be even. This light would definitely be better. I don't have something to diffuse it with right now, like a diffusion sheet or anything, but you have this one angling upwards, right? This right here is that low light, that under light, right? This kind of gives like the horror movie vibes usually. Usually it does if it's a harsher modifier, but this is a beauty dish, so it'll be fine. And then you have that top light that you match it with. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. There you go, 3, 2, and 1. There you go. So you guys can see how a light looks on its face. So as I'm showing you guys how to build out your lighting setups, right? So we're mainly using one light setup today, but I throw in the second one every once in a while for anybody who may have a V1. You may have an 8200 and then a V1. This is a really good thing for you to use if you have an 8200, a V1, or two 8200s. These are some light setups that you can use. You can sandwich them. You can do one from the back, one from the front. You can do both from the front. Just different ideas to get, but overall, this gives her clear skin, clear face with this setup, right? Any questions about the underlight? You can make the underlight look creepy too if you want to, but I ain't trying to do that. That's like more so like horror lighting and things of that nature. And usually it's avoided because it usually doesn't look as flattering. Usually the 90 degree from up top looks more flattering than 90 degree from below. All right, now we're gonna talk about harsh light versus soft light, and I'm gonna show you guys different versions of it. I'm gonna do full bodies so we can get that figure per. All right, so I'm gonna do harsh light versus soft. How are you gonna do that, Taxi? I'm gonna change the modifier. So I'm gonna use this beauty dish first. So what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking like something like this, but you're gonna be facing straight. So like facing forward, like kind of like rubbing on your sides a little piece. Let me see, there we go. Bro, I forgot how short you were.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's like I didn't mean it like that, but I was like, bro, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm very tiny.
Bro, when was the last time we shot?
That was a long time.
Was it Valentine's Day? Was it really Valentine's Day? That was the last time we shot for real? Bro, why do I feel like we did something before that, within that time frame? That's crazy.
No.
We didn't do nothing?
No. The Valentine's shoot from when they had the pink room.
Yeah, I remember that, bro. That's like a minute for
That was
real.
in 2023.
Yeah, bro, that was 2 years ago. Almost 3 years ago, for real. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Overly. All right, so show you guys the difference between having this diffusion on there versus taking it off. I'm gonna show you guys with it, I'm gonna show you guys without it. I'm gonna show you guys what it actually does, right? So let me go ahead and go back to the full, so you guys be able to see the full screen again. All right, so you guys are able to see. We're live over on YouTube, you guys. If anybody is wanting to see what's going on, we're live over on YouTube. TikTok, we're live on YouTube. Bro, TikTok is overly deep. Whoa, what's up, y'all? We're live on YouTube. Taxi PNG on YouTube. You guys gonna see what we're doing. We're in a class. If y'all don't know what we're doing, we're in a class right now. Y'all are overly deep, bro. We're live right now, so you guys are able to see what's going on. If y'all are wondering what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going through different lighting setups and showing them the different people in the class, like all the different lighting setups, good versus bad lighting setups, different ways to make your images look better. We are live over on YouTube right now. This is actually crazy. TikTok, y'all are deep, brother. But it's Taxi PNG on YouTube. TAXI PNG. Come on, I got you guys. Oh, is he live anywhere else I can see the screen too? Yeah, on YouTube. YouTube, Taxi PNG. I thought I pinned the comment. Did I not pin it? Can somebody type it in the comments? Y'all said, can the results, can I see? Somebody type it can somebody go type it in TikTok's comments and say live on YouTube and so I could pin it? Somebody, so I could pin it. Cause I can't type it. I don't know why Ted don't let me type on my own thing. I would have been typed it.
Got you.
So, you put live on YouTube, but to put live on YouTube again and then put the 2 dots and then put at and then put Taxi PNG so I could pin it. It's at Taxi PNG, TAXI PNG, so I could pin it. Cause I can't pin it. I can't pin my own. I can't even type in here. I don't know why. There we go. Thank you, Lorenzo. Hold it down. Pin this comment. All right, yeah. Well, I'm live on YouTube, you guys. Oh my gosh, bro. TikTok is deep. Bro, there's 25 people in here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like 25. Like, bro, like overly deep. We're live on YouTube. Man, like, look at this. The whole class. Everybody's in here. This is crazy. Yeah, wow, bro. YouTube, TikTok is deep. I did not, bro, I literally just glanced over there and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. TikTok overly deep. They're like, what is he teaching right now? He's giving out game. Like, he's really giving out game. Yeah. Okay. Lock back in, stop fanboying. That's great. All right, so let me see. I'm thinking, oh yeah, you got it. There, yeah. So it's gonna be, yeah, like that. So instead of parking, that's cute. There you go. So don't park it, don't park. So like that 1 half and half was cute. Yep, we had like 1 and 1, yep, and then push your chest forward. Yep, just like that. There you go. Yep, hold it, 3, 2, and 1. There you go, hold it, 3, 2, 1. Look up to that way. Yep, and 1, hold it. And 1. One last setup, you guys. So this is that soft light, right? Soft light as in I'm using the diffusion sheet, right? Look at you, girl. Do this one again. Instead of looking off straight to the left, look off straight up, like kind of like, huh? So it's like, cause it's like it was like this, but you were like this. Yes, you like this. Yes, like so it'd be like this. Yeah, so like this right there. Yeah, like that. Don't go too far left. Just kind of like go up.
A little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dap. Ask your question.
This is what style? This is called Rembrandt or
All the lighting settings are the exact same. I haven't changed the lighting settings. 1/8 power.
no? I didn't
250
say that.
on the shutter. No. Carolina had asked. 100 ISO. Shutter is 250. F4. 1/8 on the 80-200. Now go ahead and see what you said. This is a 45 degree. What were you about to say though?
Yeah, I was just trying to say this style because I really do like these photos. These, like off rip, this looks amazing.
Yeah.
Kind of like the styles that I like to recreate. So like, I noticed that like I do this at like 45 to the client, 45 degree down. So is that like a specific name or is it just like just a rule of thumb?
So it's called. I'm about to tell you right now. I'm letting Kenny in. All right, it's called 45 degrees. So yeah, 45 degree. When we started, you relate. Nah, but 45 degree. This is 45 degree. So for example, if you can see, this was straight on. We call this straight, right? This is 90. This is 45, right? So you want it to be hitting the head of the client and hitting the feet of the client. So when it's further away from her, you want it to be where like this top part is aimed at her top of her head. This bottom part lines up with her feet. So you see what I'm saying? So when it gets distance away from her, you want that part hitting the head, hitting the feet. This is 45. 90 would be right above the subject or right in front. So 90, regular 90 is right above, which looks more dramatic, which I showed you guys the images earlier in class, right above. And then if you want to butterfly it, you bring that 90 right in front of the face. So some of the face gets lit up. Then you can add a reflector right here. So this is butterfly, right? This is 90. This is butterfly. It's still 90, but it's butterfly because of the position of the lighting now, right? So today we're going over lighting control, lighting position, and lighting quality, right? So 90, butterfly, 45, straight, right? And I took pictures of all of these. So straight, I'm gonna show you what straight was earlier in class to help out a little bit better with you. This was straight on, right? That was straight on. This was 90. This was butterfly. More of her was lit up, but then this was butterfly when I changed the lighting distance. This was butterfly when I changed the lighting distance again. So when I changed the light, because like the lighting distance was really, when I did butterfly, lighting was like right in front of her face. That's why it was so harsh. Then I went up a little bit and it got a little bit softer. Then I got up a little bit and it got even softer. I have not changed the settings on my flash the entire time I've been shooting. Every single one of these look like different power, but in reality it's just the distance of the light from my subject. Nothing has changed other than the distance of the light and the angle of the light. And the modifier is the exact same. I haven't changed nothing else. So my camera settings have not changed. Lighting, flash, everything's still the same.
But I was gonna say is like you've done with like the slides. I don't know if you've already thought of this already too, but like for the Patreon, you can put like the setting and the picture. Like you made a post of just the slides.
Yeah.
Like hey, the this type of lighting, this angle, this picture, so that people have like a live reference. Because I think that's the butterfly one. I thought it was the one right above, but that's considered 90, so I was mistaken, which is cool because I learned that. But I like the 45.
The butterfly is still what you think it is. It's just the placement of where the light's at. Right. So instead of the light being directly above, it's still 90 and it's still butterfly, but it's a little bit in front. So it's leveled with the front of the body of the subject. It's leveled. So the light is right here, but it's level with the front of the body. You get what I'm saying? So it's still 90 and it's still butterfly, but when you move it over their head directly, it's no longer butterfly. But it is still 90. But it's no longer butterfly. That makes sense? It's over my head, right? It's over her head. This is 90, but it's not butterfly. This is 90 and it is butterfly. This is 90, no longer butterfly. This is 90, it is butterfly. Yeah?
Yeah.
Bet. Carolina, you're gonna piss me off. Can somebody tell her what I said about lashes earlier in class for someone who was here? Go ahead, Kenny. What did I say about oh no, Kenny had a question, never mind. I think Kenny had a question. Kenny just joined. Can anybody answer her question about what do you do when the person has lashes?
You said help with lashes, right?
Yeah, like what would you do if someone has lashes and you're trying to use a lighting modifier on them with lashes?
I would use some sort of like, I don't know if it feels like an underneath light, but like for me.
Or a reflector, I get what you're saying.
Like for me, I use like a light, just something to reflect light underneath. So it could be a reflector, or like for me, I use a strip box. Or
reflector, strip box, second light. Or you could do straight on, which we did earlier today, which I was telling you guys. So with her, her eyes are fully seen. This was straight on lighting. This light was going straight to her face, right? So you could do straight, or you could use a reflector. Reflector or straight. You can use a clam. Yeah, the clam is good too. I have a clam up there. I was talking about that earlier. But you can do straight on, which will get rid of it. This was a straight on shot right here. As you can see, that was straight on. This is the one that was right in front of her face, shooting straight at her, right? Or you could use 45 degrees and use a reflector underneath her face to help boost that up as well. Because I was talking about that earlier. I was like, she has lashes on, so I had to make her lift her face up towards the light. Because if it's down, your lashes, imagine that my head is an eyeball, right? And my hat lid is her lashes. If I take this shot, I'm gonna have shadows all up underneath here, right? Because this is that lash. I have to open up my face to the light to be able to get hit underneath this lid, underneath that eyelash, all right? Got it? Got it. All right. So I showed you guys soft. Hold on, sorry. So I showed you guys soft. I was getting some shots in because I want to make sure you got some good ones too. Oh yeah, I was doing that one again, right? Yeah.
And then just like the glance.
Yeah, glancing, just glancing. Glance. There. Yeah, just like that. There you go. There you go. Yep. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Yep. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. And 1. Look right here at me. Tilt your head up a little bit. I tilt her head up because I want to be able to see those eyes. Take that right hand and come to your chest. Just like that. Yep. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Look off away from me. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And 1. There you go. These are all soft lighting. 45 degrees. Same settings. I didn't change nothing. Same settings. One light. I didn't change nothing. Nothing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. Right? I hate taking this off, but I'm going to take it off to create more of a harsh light. I have no more diffusion now. My diffusion is gone. I have no more. All right, no more diffusion. I'm going to take this diffusion piece off. We no longer have diffusion. Let's see how these shots come out now. Right? We're live over on YouTube, Taxi PNG. That's a high flash power. It's 1/8 power. It's not 1/4, 1/35, 1/1,000,000. I chose 1 flash power to use the entire shoot. Why? Because I need it, because when I make the distance further, 1/8 is gonna make sense. This proves that there's no excuse. I'm not changing my settings at all, bro. If I use 1/16, all I have to do is make it closer to her. The reason why I'm using 1/8 so I can stay a good distance from her so you guys can see her. If I use 1/16, I have to get a little bit closer to my subject. I want this to feel comfortably away so you guys can see her. So if it's further away, I'm gonna still get the same results as if it was 1/16, but if it was 1/16, it has to be closer to my subject, right? I want it to be 1/8 so it could kick out a little bit more power so you guys can see everything with each camera with all the lives, and it's not right in front of her face blocking her head so you guys can't see her. You get what I'm saying? All right, diffuser off. Same exact thing, bare, nothing. Don't believe me, look. Nothing's in here, all right? Set my dish, all right? This is harsh. This is a harsh beauty dish with a dish still in it. So it has the beauty dish inside of it. Then I'm gonna do harsh with the standard dish by itself with no thing. So I'm gonna do a reflector dish, by itself after I do this shot, okay? Show you guys how this comes out. All right, so with this one, I'm thinking, let me think. I kind of want, so face that way, fully, and you're going to take your thumbs, go like this, put your bottom thumb underneath, and drop it, just like that, and you're gonna suck in, just like that. And then instead of coming just like this, come in and then turn your body, and now turn your torso. Yeah, like that. Not too much. Turn back. There you go. And turn a little bit, just towards here. Like that, yeah, like that. But bring it up, kind of right below your chest. Like that, and then just drop your fingers. Yeah, like that. So release. And then how you do it again. All right? So you can relax it. All right, ready?
Ready?
Yep, 3, 2, and 1, good. There you go, hold it, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And 1. So you guys can see already it's way harsher, right? What do I have to do, you guys? Increase, if I'm not going to change my flash settings, right? If I don't change my flash settings and I want to make this light not as harsh, right? Not as overexposed under her skin, what do I need to do with this flash? What do I need to change with this flash? Right? I'm not changing my settings. I'm not changing my lighting settings. I'm not changing nothing. I'm not about to change no settings. My ISO is already as low as it can go. My ISO is not going anywhere. My ISO is where it's at. My ISO is at 100. Right? My shutter is at 250, right? We're talking purely about flash right now, right? My camera settings are locked. Like they got tape on them. I can't change them shits no more. I can only do something with my flash, with my light. What do I need to do? Move the flash. Was that you about to say out loud, Dapper? Positioning, yes. Move the flash, yes.
Oh, that was just move the flash back so it's not as strong on her.
Exactly.
Same angle, just farther back.
Exactly. Same exact angle. I'm just going to move it further back because I can see, it's not crazy overexposed, but I can see it on her arm a lot more, on her face a little bit more before we shot these softer shots. These are so much softer. Exact same settings, exact same lighting position. It just had the diffusion on there. It was a single layer of diffusion, not even a double, not multiple, it was single layer diffusion, right? So I want this to be a little bit softer. I'm going to change my flash distance, right? I'll just back it up a little bit. It's gonna be the exact same angle. I'm just changing it to make sure that it's still at the same space of her. Yep, just like that, there you go. Exact same angle. I don't want it to be straight or nothing. I'm trying to make sure it's still angled down because I want a boom arm, so a boom arm is a little bit weird. There you go. There you go. Same exact pose again, you're gonna do it again. When you do it, try to be more light, right? So like, when you do it, you breathe in, right? Because like before, it was like you were straight. Even your fingers were straight. You see, look.
Gotcha. So like,
Before, when I was posing you, they were just loose. You know what I'm saying? Keep them loose,
okay.
all right? And just breathe. Don't tense up on me. There you go, ready? Yep, yep, 3, 2, and 1, yep. Yep, yes, there you go. And 1. There you go. See, that's a lot better for me. Cause I feel like it was all the way over here, it was way too close. It was way closer. But with harsh, what do we notice now? More shadows, right? With harsh, when you're shooting a harsher light, you see more shadows, and that shadow is harder than it was. See, look at this shadow. This shadow is like barely noticeable. It's a gradient, right? It's not that easy to see, right? It's a little bit more blended into that background, right? But here we notice that we can see that shadow a lot more. It's a lot more potent, right? It's a lot more potent, right? Not gonna lie, I like the harsh. Hey, whatever your style is, bro, for real, for real. I like the harsh too sometimes, for real. I ain't gonna lie, like, I really do. But it depends on like what the subject is wearing. If the subject is matching the vibe I'm trying to go for with the harsh, then it makes sense. So now I'm gonna make it even more harsh, right? So instead of having a beauty dish with a beauty dish, I'm gonna just use a reflector dish. Yes, this is called a reflector, and this is called a reflector dish, right? I know I get confused a lot sometimes as well. This is a reflector, this is a reflector dish, all right? That second word helps you understand it more. All it does is reflect the flash inside of here. They bounce, 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 and then come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this dish right on top of here. I'm not changing nothing, right? But you're gonna see how much it changed. I didn't change no settings. I didn't change nothing. Everything's the same. I'm shooting at f4 on purpose because everyone's camera can shoot at f4. The only thing changing here is this lighting settings, right? The lighting setting is at 1/8. It stays the same. The only thing changing is my lighting's position. Sorry, I didn't mean lighting settings. The only thing changing is my lighting's position. That's it. I'm just changing the position. I showed you guys all the different positions at the beginning of class. Now I'm gonna just keep changing it little by little, right? Now we see it again.
Same pose?
Yep, same pose again. There you go, hold it. There you go, yep. 3, 2, and 1.
Yikes. That looks crazy.
Crazy, right? Swipe. Who got something to say? Before,
Yeah, that looks
after.
crazy.
Before, after.
Yeah, that looks wow.
I didn't change nothing. I literally told y'all, I prompted y'all. I didn't change the flash settings or nothing. This shows you how different these modifiers make things. This is a raw flash. I would have to change my flash power if I wanted to use this modifier, right? Anybody got any questions right now? Anybody? They did get softer as I got further away, for sure. I actually like those. These are harsher, just a little bit softer. Yeah, and these were with the softness. Yeah, I like those a lot. Yeah, see what I'm saying? See, the beauty dish. No questions? Cool. So I'm gonna take this off now. We're gonna use all of these. We're gonna move on to another one of my favorite modifiers as well, which are grids. I mean, should I use the beauty? I'm gonna use the beauty dish with a grid. I'm gonna go beauty dish with the grid, with the diffusion. So I'm gonna need your help again to put this back on. Hold on, let me move this.
That looks nice though. I like that.
That one, right? Bro, that's with this diffusion.
Yeah.
Hold that real quick. Your fingers, I remember I gotta go around them. All right, but. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna put my grid on top of this, you guys. If anybody has a question, y'all can ask while I'm doing this. All right, I'm gonna put this on top of this, right? So now I'm gonna show you guys who is late, like an hour, a whole hour late is different.
Whoa, time has flown by.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna get you out, bro. I'm gonna get you out of here.
No, you're fine.
I'll get you out of here.
Wow. Or an hour already passed?
Yeah. All right, and okay, bro. And then You see YouTube's watching. YouTube, make sure y'all join the Discord, man. The Discord is a free community. I teach this. I'm live, man, every Tuesday and Wednesday teaching, all right? If you guys want to join the class, you want to join the PNG University, you guys, all right? That's a monthly membership. We have classes opening. Like we have we have open enrollment at the first week of each month. So I think open enrollment ends this Friday. So we have like 4 slots left. Open enrollment for PNG University ends this Friday. All right. But for the PNG Culture Discord, anybody could join. All right. But we take only a certain amount of slots each month. Sorry for being late to get off work. You're all good. You're all good. You're all good. All right. Boom. Pay attention. Yes, sir. Yo, what's up? Boom, boom. Is that a hair? Like, yeah, it was. How do you get rid of the shadow? You got to use a beauty dish. You got to use a reflector to get rid of the shadow or change the lighting angle. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, you're goated as fuck for streaming this. You're welcome, bro. I told y'all, bro. I love y'all, bro. I want to see y'all win. I want to see everybody win, bro. I don't gatekeep, and I prove it to y'all every single day that I don't. So I'm gonna put this on here, lay it on top, right? You want to get one of your hooks inside of there. A lot of y'all get scared that you think I'll break it. It's a honeycomb grid. You're gonna put one of your hooks on there, and boom, pop that in there. Rotate it around, put your hook on the outside of this one, right? Hook it on there, just like that. Same thing again, on the outside of this one, hook it on there, just like that, all right? Okay, cool, vibes, yes, great. All right, now we're gonna put the grid on here. Y'all gonna see how much harsher this gets. It's gonna low-key look like a spotlight. If you guys are on TikTok, we are live over on YouTube. And if you guys want to be a part of the class, join PNG University. The link's in my bio. All right, so now same exact vibe, same settings and everything. I just added diffusion and a directional honey grid. Go ahead, Nao. So this is the grid you were referring to in the last class. Yes, this is the grid I was speaking on. So this is a grid, right? And this is another version of a grid. This is my pop-up reflector. This is a pop-up. This is my pop-up flash lighting modifier. It's a 36-inch one, 60, yeah, 30. I think 30 inch. So you guys can see, this one has a grid on it as well. This will work the exact same way as here, but this one has a larger footprint, right? So this one, as you guys can see, right? Hold this right quick for me. Hold it just like that, yeah. So as you guys can see, this one has a much larger footprint, right? This is gonna take up a lot less and get a lot less inside of that, within that grid, right? Than this one. So if you're looking straight at this and you can see all the white little dots, you know that it's gonna hit you. The lighting's gonna hit you. But the moment that I start to rotate it, when it starts to get dark and get black, that lighting will not hit you. It's solid black now. It will not touch you, right? If you see the white, the light gonna hit you. If you see black, the light's not even gonna touch you. All right, I said it to my clients all the time. Like, whenever I put it up there, I'm like, oh, can you see white? And they're like, yeah, I can see white. I'm like, okay, cool, you're good. But my clients be like, can you see white? Like, it's kind of gray, but I guess it's what you're talking about. I'm like, yes, do you see that? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. So I know, like, from the side, if I'm standing in front of it, I'm like, okay, boom. If I see that she can't see white, it's not gonna hit her. So I need to go ahead and angle it down a little bit more. So I know it's gonna hit her. There you go. So now I'm gonna take a picture with the exact same settings. I didn't change nothing, all right? I'm gonna just show you guys how this looks. I didn't change nothing. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. There you go, hold it, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And I took a full body so you can see how that grid does, how it concentrates that light onto the subject, right? I'm gonna take a little bit, another one, 3, 2, 1. Right? Concentrates it onto that subject. It's the same with that 45-degree angle. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks if I were to do straight on too as well. I'm gonna go straight, angle it, and I'm gonna bring it down so it can be straight in front of her. Just like this. Just like that. It's gonna be gridded. I'm gonna have you close your eyes because I don't want you to get blinded, bro. I'll tell you when, okay? All right, go ahead, close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. There you go, 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and one more. All right, there. So you guys see how that shadow is a lot harsher behind her, and it still looks good on the skin because it's diffused with the lining of diffusion, but it's straight up on the skin. It's the same grid, same lighting modifier. But one thing I can say for a fact is when you're using grids, a reflector usually is not gonna work, right? So when you're using grids, the reflector won't work because reflectors work off of spill, right? If you have no spill, the reflector won't work, okay? So you have to have spill in order for the reflector to work. If the light doesn't spill, meaning that it has a grid on it, it won't spill, then the reflector will not work, right? I'm gonna go ahead and put this bigger version of it with the grid on there. Show you guys how it covers more of a footprint. I'm gonna go back up on my angle again, angle it down, go ahead and ask your question.
Can you break down lighting spill real quick, just real quick?
I got you. So for example, if I have this with a grid on it, the lighting direction is going straight. It's not going to the left, it's not going to the right, it's not going down, up. It's going straight, it's only going straight. Why? Because it has a grid on it, right? It has a grid on it, so it's gonna go straight. If I were to take this grid off, right? You know how I just told you, like if you look inside of this grid and you can see white, you know that it's gonna go through. So if you can see me through this, you know the lighting when it comes through is gonna travel, it's gonna hit me. If I turn this a little bit, you can't see me no more. The lighting is no longer gonna hit me, meaning it will not spill. This grid controls light spill, all right? It won't spill if you can't see me. It'll spill if you can see me, but the moment it turns, you can't see me no more, it won't spill. But with this, just how I told you, if you look through here, you can see the white, but when you don't see the white, it won't spill. You can see the white straight through there, but the moment it starts to turn, right, you can see the beauty dish. But if I were to turn it a little bit, you can no longer see the beauty dish, right? Make sense?
Right.
So now, if I didn't even have this grid here at all, you can see the white. Every single place that you can see the white is where it'll touch. Even if you see the white from right here, it'll touch you a little bit because you can see that white. You see this? You can see that white. Even it's right here, you get all of it. If it turns to the side and you see a little bit of it, it will touch you, right? If like I tell my clients, if you can see me, I can see you. If you can see the white can touch you. The white can see you, right? So just how with the grid, if you have the grid on it, you can't see the white can't see you, meaning the light will not touch you. Does that make sense?
Got you. So
Now in reference to a reflector, right? If you have a grid on the reflector, if the white, right, can't see the reflector, it's not gonna touch the reflector if you have a grid on. But if you don't have a grid on and that white can see the reflector, it will touch the reflector, which is why I told you guys, if you have your reflector behind your beauty dish, you cannot expect this shit to be doing anything because it can't see the white. It can't see the white. The white can't see it. But if it's in front of the white, it can see the white, right? It can see it, so it's gonna do something. It can spill and hit that to actually do something to make something happen. But if there's a grid on it, it sees nothing, right? Taxi PNG on YouTube. It sees nothing. You're welcome. So I'm gonna go ahead and angle this down again towards my subject and make it a little bit higher again. We'll get some fire shots, fire shots. I like doing this too as well when you guys are like, oh my God, so when would you use a grid, right? Somebody just asked me that. No one asked me that, but I'm gonna say I like you did. If I wanted to light the background a different color and I only wanted the light to hit my subject and not spill anywhere else, I would use a grid because the grid would focus and concentrate onto my subject and then the back can be a different color. I could use a RGB light, right? Over there, I can use a gel. We'll get into gel lighting in one of the next classes. I dropped a video on that. I can use a gel to light the background a different color. I can put Mylar on the floor and I can light the Mylar orange, brown, red, yellow, green, whatever I want and use the grid, and that grid will not obstruct anything that's happening in the background. Like how when I do the photo shoot with the projector and you guys see the projector image on the background, I'm using a grid because that grid will not obstruct anything in the background, all right? It's separation of light, sandwich method. Go ahead, Sean.
I was gonna ask, like, I don't know if you have a plan already, but could we do like maybe like a quick lesson on using like RGB lights and stuff like that?
Nah, yeah, most def. I got you.
I tried out using that one that you have, the newer one, and I was like having trouble with like getting the lights actually show with and compete with.
To actually show up, yeah. Even while using a grid.
Well, so I didn't use a grid, so I kind of just answered my own question real key.
So it washes it out. So for example, right? Quick explanation. That light is a 10-watt light. So you have to have a grid because if you don't have a grid, it will wash out the 10 watts of that light because your light is 200 watts. So 200 watts is way more than 10 watts. So if you don't have a grid, you'll wash out those 10 watts, right? So if you have a 300 watt light and you have that lighting at the background and you use 200 watts, you're gonna wash out 200 of those watts, but you'll still have 100 watts left for the background. So you'll still see something on the background. But if you're using a 10 watt light onto the background and you're not using a grid, you will not see it on the background, it'll wash it out. So you have to use a grid in order for it to be able to see the background, because you need to concentrate that light so it doesn't mess with those 10 watts on the background. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Everything breaks back down to math. Everything breaks back down to math. Like, you gotta think about it like that. It's gonna wash it out because this is more watts than that watt. So you need something to go in the middle to control it, which is where grids come into play. The grid has to be there to control the light and tell that 200 watts where to go. If the 200 watts wanna go wherever it goes with no grid, you're gonna wash out every other light that's in the situation. If you have RGB pointing at the back, all of this different type of stuff, you're like, damn, why is nothing working the way that I want it to? Because you don't have a grid. And that's one of the things that like a lot of photographers don't even show. Like in their behind the scenes, they'll show you behind the scenes, but you're looking from this side, you don't even know I have a grid on here. You're looking at it, but you don't know I have a grid. I'll take a picture like, oh my God, that's so amazing. But you have no idea I'm using a grid to separate her from the background, right? And I feel like that's false. That's scammy. Like why would you not tell me? Why would you not give me that game? I'm giving you the game, all right? Take a few shots. Oh, let's see how you want to do it this time. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking, go ahead, Kenny. Oh, maybe like you're turned facing that way. And what if you look over your shoulder? Like that. Like, yeah, like that, like this, like here. Yeah, that's cool, that's cute. Go ahead, Kenny, say it again.
Oh, I had a question kind of go along with that. But so when I was doing that shoot, I was outside at nighttime. I was using like my V light. It was a beauty dish as like for the side light conduit.
Yeah.
And I was on a low power, but it was still spilling, and no matter how far I pulled it out, I think because it was so dark, that was happening.
Ooh,
so like
hold
when
on.
I'm doing outside shoots, should I just have a grid to fix that, or is that like just the lighting issue? I just have to like figure out.
You said it was still spilling. It was still spilling onto the background.
Yeah, like the side light was, and it was far. Like it wasn't like close. Like it wasn't like this out of frame. Like
You using two lights?
Yeah, I used the.
And your V1 was your backlight. Your 8200 was your front light. V1 is your backlight.
No, I had a 300 A light and a 200 was my B light.
300 A light, 200 was your B light, and your B light was the one spilling.
Yeah, because like I think it was because it was nighttime, and like no matter how far I was moving it back, the light was still.
Yeah, because it was pitch black. It was pitch black dark.
Like 32, I think, or 16 or something.
Yeah, and it was pitch black dark. You could still go lower to 1/128 or 1/64 and see if that works, but if not, then it's your modifier is the problem. So if you go even lower on your flash power and it still doesn't work the way that you want it, then your modifier has to change.
Okay, so then to ask that was like, because when you say I can go down even lower, when I tried that, the person I was trying to brighten up was not brighten up because of how low it was going.
But that was the backlight, right? That was the backlight though, right?
Yeah.
Because all you need to do is, like with that backlight, all you're doing is separating them from their background. So you're aiming it at them at an angle that separates them enough from the background. So like, you don't want your backlight to be lighter than your front light. So, for example, if you're shooting...
I didn't mean backlight. It was a side light. Like,
okay, it was side.
Okay, so it was a staircase. So on my right side, I had the front light, and on the left side of the guy in the back, I had the side lights. That way he could be brightened up because the A light wasn't far enough to reach that shadow, and I wanted everybody to look like the same brightness kind of thing.
Yeah, and then go ahead.
But when I had it bright enough, it was spilling. But when I had it low enough to where it wasn't spilling, it wasn't bright on the person.
It wasn't bright enough on the person. So now you need diffuse. You would need a different modifier. What modifier were you using for your side light?
A beauty dish, a 12-inch.
Yeah, with the diffusion on it.
No, just just diffusion. Yeah.
Beauty dish 12, the same one, right? With the diffusion with no grid.
Yeah, no grid.
So you might need it, because you said it was spilling too much. Yeah, grid. You definitely need a grid then. If it was spilling too much, you need a grid. Guarantee you need a grid. Because even like the smaller ones, so the beauty dishes, you can get a beauty dish, you can get a grid. These even have grid attachments too, like that you can get. Like a attachment, a grid, like a smaller one. They have these as well, so you can have both. So like my A light, this is my A light, and then I have B light, which is a smaller version of this with a grid.
Okay.
And it's in my trunk though. But yeah, so yeah, I would definitely use the grid for sure.
All right,
I'm trying to get that to look better.
Yeah, like maybe tilt my head up more.
Yeah, a little bit more. Cause the lighting, I need that light to hit your face. I gotta bring my lighting down, you guys, and bring it over. I haven't changed no settings still, you guys. Same exact settings still, didn't change nothing. We're using 8200. I know you guys have the same flash as me. If you got 300 watts, 200 watts, whatever, we could all do it. But I choose the 200 day. I was gonna use the 400, but I know a lot of you guys don't have that. So I didn't want to use what you don't have because I can't teach you what you don't have. I gotta teach you what you do have. So this is a grid still. There you go. Yep, same vibe again. Yep, we go 3, 2, 1. Oh, hold it, 3, 2, 1. Lighting distance, you guys. Once again, y'all see it. Y'all see it. Lighting distance, y'all see it. Too close. Grid's still doing what it's supposed to do, but light is too close. Another thing too is this also shows you just how much things change when you have a bigger modifier, right? So this modifier is bigger. It's not 12 inches anymore. It's 36 inches now. So it's a bigger modifier, all right? So I'm gonna back it up more, change to make it still go back towards her, but a little bit further away. So now hopefully the distance makes me feel better. Let me see. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes, there we go. Yep. That one. Try to like be light on your like bottom foot. So that bottom foot, try to go up on both. Go up on both. Yeah, like that, like that, like that. Come down, come down, come down. And you're gonna go up on both, and you're gonna like have your weight on that front leg. Straight in it. Straight in that front leg. Yep, straight in the front leg. You got it. Bow. There we go. Yep. Now go down. Release, release, release. And you're gonna go back up again. You're gonna keep that hand on that thigh, and you're gonna go back up again, just like that, and then release. Yep, just like that. So go ahead, release. I'll tell you when. Okay. There you go. Hold it. Then move. Keep your head sideways. Yep, just like that. Hold it. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. And 1. That's cute. Look towards the door. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. And those were way better lighting-wise because I just changed the distance, bruh. The flash power is the exact same. It went from harsh to not harsh, like within minutes of each other. Do this one more time. Hold on. Oh, that's actually not good. That's bad. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. Do this one. Do this one more time. I'm gonna have you look like right through there. Like towards where he's like raising his hand at. Like look right there. Go ahead, Kenny. Ask your question. 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, man, I forgot to take it off.
Okay, bet. Look right here at me. And 1. There we go. So you can swipe through them. Go ahead. You can swipe. You can swipe. Yeah.
Those look good.
Brought an 8200 2 years ago and thought I didn't need the grid. You definitely need the grid, boy. When I first got mine, I thought I didn't need the grid either. And then I tried to use it one time. I said, this is what they've been hiding from me. This is what they've been hiding all along. I'm like, this is why they don't show us it. They've been hiding it from us all along. Yeah, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about, dude? Same lighting flash, like literally same flash power, everything. Just lighting distance changes, lighting modifiers changing. That's literally it. You guys are literally watching it unfold right in front of you. Like, only thing changing is lighting modifiers, man. That's literally it. Literally it. I'm about to check my notes out and make sure that we're on track, and then we're gonna start wrapping it up. But I want to make sure that my notes are all good. So lighting direction we went over, the height of the light quality, hard versus soft. Distance of the light, talked about that, backing up further, closer. A lot of the time when you get closer, the lighting usually gets softer. Why? Because the lighting gets bigger. All right, you guys may be like, what? Softer means harsher though. No, it's gonna be harsher if your lighting flash power is high, but if your lighting flash power is lower and it's closer, the modifier gets closer, the modifier gets bigger, the closer it is to your subject, right? So even if this small modifier right here is closer to my subject, it's bigger the closer it is to my subject. If you ever try to watch a 75-inch TV, the further you get away from that TV, the easier it is to watch the TV, right? But the closer you get to the TV, it's like, damn, it's overwhelming. The TV's so big. But the further you get away from the TV, the clearer it looks, the smaller the TV gets, right? So it's all about perspective. Right? So if I got like if I'm closer to her, she's taller, right? The further I get from her, the smaller she looks. The further she gets from me, the smaller I look to her. The closer I get to her, the taller I get, right? It's perspective. So if you look at this, the closer the subject gets, so the closer this gets to my face, the bigger it looks to me, my perception. But the further away it gets, the smaller it gets. The closer it gets to you, it's like, whoa, that shit's big. It's like, back it up.
It's too much.
It's too much. Further it gets, smaller it gets, right? So with lighting, this modifier, as the modifier, it's really big already, the closer it gets, the softer that light is gonna be. The further it gets, the harsher that light is gonna be because the further the light has to travel. Why does the light get harsher the further away it gets from the subject? Because it has to travel further to even touch the subject, all right? So there's fall off. Like you ever if you shoot a gun or something like that, the bullet starts to have drop off. Lighting has drop off. Lighting starts to drop off the further it gets away. So it starts to get harsher, creates more shadows. The closer it is, it has less drop off. If it's point blank range, wham, 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 it's gonna hit its target, right? It's gonna be softer. The further it is away, the more time the lighting has to drop off, right? Which creates more shadows. Any questions? Any questions in the chat? Any questions in the chat?
Now you speak my language.
There we go. All right, so modifier, oh, go ahead.
So is that obviously with the drop off? Do you have to take that into consideration when you mix reflectors and softboxes? For example, like if you have a reflector on the side, do you have to consider how
Reflector dish or reflector? Make sure you're saying both right so I know what I'm talking about. Reflector, all right, so if you have a reflector on the side, you do take it into account because the further away it is, the less chance it has to actually hitting that reflector to reflect. Because think about it like this, if it takes you, right, I'm gonna try to use you as an example. If it takes you 2 seconds to get from here to that blue line, right? If it takes me 2 seconds to get here, if I add a reflector, it's gonna take me double the time. If the reflector is further away, because it has to redirect, right? So if it's like, it takes me 2 seconds to get here, but I gotta turn back around and get to the subject. Take me 2 more seconds, there's gonna be fall off. You get what I'm saying? Because it has to bounce. So it has to have time to bounce. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes. One more kind of a
Go ahead.
question. Would you low-key take that into consideration when it comes to like, for example, when I was in Atlanta, I did a set shoot and it was like a kitchen, it was a bright blue colors. Would I have to take that into effect as well as far as how light reflects off of like the background?
Yeah, 1000%. 1000%, because like how I said you guys last class, right? When I pulled that red backdrop down, I had the exact same settings. But when I pulled the red backdrop down, the backdrop got darker, they got darker, right? With the same like lighting settings, they got darker. Because the lighter that the room is, the more the light bounces, right? Because those colors are closer to white. And white does what? It bounces, right? Black does what? Absorbs. So the closer or the darker that color is to black, the more it is going to absorb that light, the higher the flash power you have to use, and the more you have to lessen your distance to get it to look how you want, right? You may have to go up on your flash power, or may have to lessen the distance to get it closer to your subject to actually get the light looking how you want, right? But if it's white and it's white everywhere, blah, 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 you're pretty much straight. You can back up, you can have far distance, you can play around with it because the lighting, the room is lighter. If you got a light blue room, maybe it's teal, maybe it's pink, maybe it's any color that's lighter or closer to white, you can use to bounce off of, right? Or if it's closer to black or it's a darker color, it's gonna absorb your light. So you have to take that into account, right? You can bounce off of those blue colors, stuff like that. You can still use it, boom, stuff like that. It'd be fine. But when it comes to using darker colors or being in a darker room, you gotta use higher flash powers or less, or decrease your distance of the flash from your subject or light from your subject. Does that make sense? Okay. Garden.
I think that makes sense.
Garden. Mr. Chambers. Mr. Chambers.
I don't know why my thing wasn't unmuted.
Does that make sense though?
Yes, it does. Yes,
Yeah, so you definitely take that into account when you're shooting like that. And when you're using a reflector, you take it into account too, because when the flash hits the reflector, it starts to turn back around and hit the subject. So there may be some fall off there. That's why sometimes you might think it's gonna be light up under the undershadows and it doesn't, because it has to still redirect. Your flash, if my flash is right in front of her face, it's going directly at her. There is no fall off. It's point blank range, foul, 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 point blank range. But if I aim it at my reflector, it's gonna be fall off because it takes time to travel, hit the reflector, and then travel to hit her. Right? So the light that's gonna hit her is gonna hit her faster than my reflector. It'll still hit, but my reflector might be a little bit softer, a little bit lighter because it was late to the party. Right? Both of them wasn't direct. Bam, bam, it wasn't direct. It got late to the party because it got slowed down because it had to redirect. Make sense?
Gotcha.
Say less. I try to create analogies and stuff, make it make sense. Even if it makes sense for you, it makes sense for real. All right, I'm gonna take this off real quick, and then we're gonna get to shooting, and we'll be straight. And that'll be the end of class for real. I ain't hold you too long, right?
No, we're chilling. I got nowhere to be.
All right, but I was trying to make sure, because just like you told me with them shoes, you was like, nah, I'm good. So I want to make sure you actually good,
my
bruh.
shoes, I was trying to thug it out. It didn't work. It didn't work.
I was trying to make sure. All right. So the last thing, 3 things that lights control, but also telling you guys about modifiers, right? I also have an umbrella. Did not use the umbrella today because I used it in so many different videos. I mean, I could talk to you guys about it a little bit briefly if you guys would like. I have an umbrella right here. Same exact flash power, lighting, things like that. Umbrella is gonna make it way more softer when shooting, right? So umbrella, you have 2 types of umbrellas, and I have both of them right here, but damn are they big, right? So you have a white lined umbrella and a silver lined umbrella. As I told you guys, silver reflects, white bounces. So this is white lined, right? You use this more so on someone who has less melanin or has Caucasian skin, right? Or you use this one right here, which is silver, on someone who has more melanin, right? Or is tan, things of that nature, right? You will use the silver one because it helps those pores pop out, right? This gets more of a dramatic look. It has that reflective, that pow, that pop. It kind of acts like that beauty dish, right? So you have white lined and you have silver lined. Beauty dishes also are white lined and silver lined, and I do own both, all right? So I like to use silver a lot because a lot of my clients have melanin in their skin, right? Or they have a tan, right? So they use the silver lining a lot. This is the 6-foot one. It gets really, really big. I use this at the workshop. If you guys saw it, that's what I use at the workshop. But then you have this one right here, which is 3-foot, right? So I use this one, same exact way that I'll use how I used before. It'll be 90 degree, 45. I never usually do it straight on. When I used to do preschool photography, they had us doing straight on, and they would have it like straight on but off to the side. And it came out pretty good, but I didn't like doing it. I mean, I still did it because that was industry standard. But 90 is what I'll use, and I'll butterfly it. So I'll bring it off to her side. So face this way real quick. So I'll bring it off to her side, as you guys can see, so it lines up like that with her. I'll butterfly it, or I'll 90 degree it. And I'll still do the same exact thing because this is just a big ass beauty dish basically. So I still line this up with her head, line that up with her feet, still, just on a bigger scale, right? And the further away it gets, the harsher the light, the closer it gets, the softer the light. But I keep it relatively like kind of in the middle. I don't have that much space for 1, and then for 2, I don't want it all up in her grill, right? So I try to be right in the middle, keep it balanced. And this is also gonna help a lot and make it a lot more softer with the light because this wraps around the subject a lot more too. So I'm gonna put this on real quick, even though I didn't freaking want to. But I'm gonna put it on because I just feel like I'll be doing y'all a disservice if I didn't show y'all how it works for this last thing with class. So I feel like after that, I've been done have showed you guys all the different modifiers. I do have one last modifier that would be cool to like for you guys to know, but like you really wouldn't really necessarily use it with flash. You kind of use it more so with continuous light, and that is a lantern. If you guys see the lanterns, they're right here. These are lanterns, soft boxes. Usually you don't use them with flash. I use them if I'm ever in a pinch with flash and I really don't have nothing to do. It's basically a big ass dome. If you guys know like the dome that I use for on location lifestyle, that's really all that a lantern is a really big dome, right? So it helps bounce it off of itself and it comes back out of the lighting modifier as a circular, more so flattering light, okay? I'm gonna pull this away. If you guys haven't watched that video already on this one, I already made a video on this one and how I use it. It folds up, I can travel with it, put it in my suitcase, things of that nature. This is the Ambit Full B1. I have links on my Amazon storefront, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and lane this up and put this on there for me to be able to use. I didn't change any settings or anything yet. So I'm gonna put this on. So what I do is I just open it up and I make sure that the inside is on the inside of my hand through it. These are the inside. I grab this, right? I put everything on top. I open it a little bit. I put everything on top, just like that. Put it against the ground, give it a little bit of a wiggle, and it's immediately already put up. A lot of photographers be breaking their damn back trying to figure out how to do this, and it's not that hard. All right, so this is how you do that. And then now, I'm literally gonna take this, and literally if you see on the 8200, like your Bowens mount adapter, there's a little hole inside of here for you to put it right through this little hole right here where my thumb's at. Literally just put it through there. It's frictioned. It's friction mounted, so you gotta wiggle it so I can get up in there. You drive it on down in there, just like so. You tighten that bad boy. Sometimes it has a knob. This one might not have a knob, I don't know. Does it have a knob? think this one has a knob. I don't got no knob. No, I don't got no knob. Put this around here. There's gonna be like a little thing like this to tighten it. Tighten that bad boy on there. And now you put it back up on here. Just how you had it the first time. And it's angled just like how it needs to be, just like that. And now, I didn't change those settings or nothing. I'm gonna show you guys how this looks. Using an umbrella on my subject now. With the same exact settings. There you go, let me see, hold it. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. A lot more softer. A whole lot more softer. A whole lot more softer. So this is before, after. Before, after. The shadow is basically gone, right? Her back shadow is basically gone. Then when you add a reflector at the bottom, it makes the entire image immaculate. But it's basically gone, right? But yeah.
The dark one. That one's cool.
See? Oh, go ahead, Dap.
What is this?
Oh, no.
What is this?
Oh, no. Go ahead, Dapper.
Hey, I'm sorry, I walked away for a bit. So I saw you put the light on, but this is just if you want to remove shadows or?
Nah, so I was just changing the lighting modifier to show them all the different lighting modifiers. So now I basically have went through today and showed you guys every lighting modifier possible to use for your photography. So I did beauty dish, I used the softbox with the grid, softbox without a grid, beauty dish with the grid, beauty dish without a grid, bare flash, I used the reflector dish, I use flash with no dish, I use flash with a grid, and then I use the umbrella and show the difference between the white line umbrella and the silver line umbrella. So now basically what I'm doing is just showing them the difference between this one right here, which was the flash before this, with the one with the grid, the pop out flash, and now this is the umbrella. So it's showing you basically how those shadows just disappear without me adding any reflector in the background. I didn't add a reflector, I didn't add a bounce, I don't have anything else added. Literally just the same exact flash settings, same exact camera, and just a change in the lighting modifier.
Okay, cool. I like the poses, by the way. No, these were.
Appreciate you, gang.
It goes with the models like form and everything. Also, thank you for helping us out.
Hey, you're welcome, G. Oh, whoa, this ain't to you. Yeah, you're talking to her. This is Kathy, you guys. They said thank you, Kathy. Okay, bet. So I wanted something else that I wanted to do. I think I want like before we close. Let me see. I'm gonna have you sit. So I'm gonna have you. You're a little short. Your feet might hang, but don't let your feet hang. Just put your butt like to it. Like put your butt to it. Give a little piece of an arch. Probably like here. No, like this. Something like here. And then you could be like this or like this. Right? So this is your feet placement, and then do your top. So just get your feet where you need them to be at. Probably like lean. Just get a little comfortable, and then I'll like adjust you as needed. Yeah, just like push it, yeah, like just against the edge, yeah. There you go. Tippy toes.
Okay.
There you go. Bring your right foot a little bit closer. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah?
That's good, that's good. If you bend down, are you gonna push this seat over?
A little. Like that?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Don't fall!
No.
All right, bet. There you go, yep, hold it, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there you go. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. Look out that way. Yeah, there you go. Hold it. And 1. Look out towards the door. Hold it. Bring your body forward more. Yeah, I gotta go back on the what's the name. Hold it, 3, 2, 1. I didn't change nothing, you guys. I didn't change no lighting settings, no nothing. Everything's literally the same. Hold it. Hold it. And 1. There you go. Oh, that's cute.
I'm just trying not to fall off the chair.
Yeah. Do it one more time, and I'm gonna have you sit in the chair, put your feet up, and then I'll tell you what to do. I'm gonna try to get it further from her because I feel like it's still a little bit overexposed. Who ass is joining class right now? We got like no time left. Yes, queen. her. There you go. So hands. Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, just leave them like to your like yeah like that. Hold it. Let me see. Let me see something real quick. Hold it up. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's cute. Yep. And 1. Hold it. To your head a little bit more. Lean forward a little bit. Right there. Yep. And 1. Take your right hand. Come by your ear, like by your earring. Like maybe like come down. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Hold it like that. No. Close your fingers. Yeah, like come like to your just like put the B. Yeah. Hold it. Look off. Take the base to your neck, so go like this, like that, and now just rest it like that. Yeah, like that, like that. There you go. And then like look off like towards me like that. Hold it, 2, 2, 1. Yeah, 2, 2, 1. Take both hands and do it. So it's kind of like it's like a, yeah. There you go. Hold it. Who's about to ask a question? Somebody had raised their hand? No? I thought so. Thought so. Yeah. Nah, fuck with y'all. All right, let me see. You playing games? That's what we doing right now? Okay. Go ahead, Kai. Ask a question, bro.
I was just joking. You tested our gangster. I had to work with
All right, there you go. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Let me see. Tilt your head a little bit this way. Like that. Now tilt your chin up. Hold it up. Close your eyes. Tilt your head and back more. So like close your eyes like sunbathing, yeah. Yep. And 1. There you go. You're good. Scroll through those. Let me know what you think about those. Yeah, it's like light and it's like I don't know how to explain it. That's literally how it is. Like it's like
Yeah, it looks better with the
micro adjustments, you guys. If you guys were here last month for last class for posing, micro adjustments. What I told y'all, you make one pose, you create the pose based on the bottom, then the top, and then micro adjustments. Do you guys see how everything's building out? I teach you guys every single class, right? Every month we learn a little bit more. We did composition and framing in January. February we did posing and direction, right? Now this month we're doing lighting, right? Lighting and camera control. Everything's matching together. Everything's matching together. Yeah, right,
those
yeah.
eye ones look so much better.
You can look through all of them if you want. Go ahead. I'm gonna talk to them real quick. All right, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then one thing I have to tell you guys for sure, there's 3 things that control light, all right? Like I tell you guys, oh my gosh, 3s again, damn. I feel like in every portion of photography, there's always a 3, bro. Lighting and composition, we got 3 to 3. Posing, we got 3 to 3. We got lighting, we got 3 to 3. So we have position, where the light is, right? I usually use 3 different positions. We have distance, how close the light is. If it's close, if it's medium, if it's far, right? We have modifier, position, once again, if you guys don't remember, it was straight on, it was 90 degrees, 45 degrees, right? That's the 3, right? And then remember 90 has butterfly and it has the straight 90, right? You have straight 90 and butterfly, right? And then the modifier as well, which is what's shaping it. And I mainly use only 3 modifiers. So those are my 3s, right? And I only use 3 different modifiers. Go ahead, Kai.
So could you also, because I just thought about this, outside of the modifiers and the angles, couldn't you also kind of adjust your own angle with the camera itself to give you different results with
Composition and framing. Composition and framing. Yep. Literally. So that's why every month just adds to each other, bro. Like you never forget what you learned the month before. You just add it to that next month. Composition and framing was the first month, right? The second month was posing and direction. You literally take the same things you learned from those 2 months and now apply it into lighting. Now when you get lighting, now you apply it to the month of April. As we continue to grow, like every single thing keeps coming. When you find out how to match all these together, that's how you find your style. That's how you find your like unique photographic style, bro. Like when you can do each one of these and you can see the different vibes, you're like, oh my gosh, I like this lighting, but if I just change my angle, the shadow will be in a different position. If I change my angle of my camera, then this will look different or it will look better. If I back up, I can compress it more. If I get closer, it'll look more wide. You take every single thing that you've been learning the entire year of PNG University and put it all together, bro, and that shit just hit every single time. So yes, you can do that for sure. And if you master like the different, like the position, the different positions, the different angles, and then the different modifiers, like the different modifiers that you like to use, bro, you can do damn near every or any different like lighting style in photography ever. You start off with learning one light, master one light, and then start adding 2, 3, whatever afterwards. If you can't master one and you can't get surgical with one light, your ass ain't gonna get far with 2 and 3, bro. You're trying too hard, too fast, right? So try to master your one, understand the direction of your one, understand what one light does for you, right? And then implement the second light and understand what that second light does for you, okay? That makes sense, everybody? Because I only use 3. I use an umbrella, I use a softbox, and I use a beauty dish. Those are my 3. Those are my 3 modifiers that I mainly use. I rarely ever use a reflector dish for real. I'm using bare flash. Like I rarely ever use a reflector dish. This is a reflector dish right here. So my 3 is softbox, beauty dish, and then umbrella, and then I use bare flash. Like that's not even a modifier, so I don't even count that. I use bare flash, that's my 3, right? My positions, 45 degrees, straight on, 90. 90 plus butterfly. 90 is still butterfly regardless, right? So I'm always using that. And then you have your two different types of umbrellas. You have white lined and you have silver lined. I'm using silver lined damn near all the time. I'm using Silverline Beauty Dish damn near all the time as well, all right? And then grids or accessories can go on and off. I'm gonna show you guys how to use bouncers, stuff like that, how to do a DIY bounce, stuff like that. I use this as a DIY bounce. So I have this white board right here that I use a DIY bounce to bounce the flash sometimes. These are accessories, these are flash accessories. You have modifiers, but you have accessories. So you have the reflector, you have the bouncer, those are accessories, okay? Yeah. You got any poses you wanted to get in? For you? What you want?
I don't know.
What you want to do, girl? What you want? What do you want? Do you feel like you got ones in there that you would choose to post though? If not, see. I know it's probably more likely towards the end for real.
Yeah.
I know like you got the body.
There's some that were cool.
That were giving body in there. Those were some cute ones too.
Yeah, I'm like these like kind of. There was one that was really good. Like a close-up one was nice.
I say you're losing texture on your finger, like you trying to swipe and it's not swiping.
Yeah, I'm just.
There you go. Girl, you better press. You better. There you go.
Yeah, these are. I like these.
Yeah, those are cute.
That's crazy how much of a difference.
How much of a difference, man? It literally just changed the modifier. I didn't change nothing. Literally, like all the flash settings used today in class were the exact same, you guys. Nothing changed. Like all the flash settings are the exact same. Come here, TikTok. I'm about to let y'all get off the hook real quick.
Yeah, like,
It says she's the perfect model. We want to see the photo she's looking at. Aww.
That's such a crazy difference.
Trying to learn from you, go to taxipng.com, man. Then go to mentorship and you can learn from me. I do one-on-ones and everything. We do group learning every week though. I'd be scared of one-on-ones. Man, what's up? Been waiting to see you. Pause. LOL. We ain't here, man. I never post on my story when I'm live, bro. Like, I never be posting on my Insta. Like my Instagram story, I'll be like, I don't even be thinking about it no more, bro. I just be like, like, man, I'm about to do it. Live photography class, man. We got 25 deep on TikTok. We got 30 deep on YouTube. We got 16 in the class right now. We lit, man. We're live doing a lighting workshop, showing you guys how to use different modifiers. We've used every different modifier. I got my umbrellas out. I'm using every different modifier inside of here, teaching you guys how to do it. So lock in, things of that nature. Taxi PNG on YouTube. If you guys want to learn directly from me, go to taxipng.com/mentorship, or you can go directly into the link in my bio and go learn from me from there. Or join the Discord, that bit free. Rah! Live photography class, man. We got 25 deep on TikTok. We got 30 deep on YouTube.
Yeah, I just
we got
verified my
16 in the
account so I can
class
find
right
and
now.
post in the Discord.
Yeah, I forgot Discord doing the account verification for sure.
So I did just post the photos I mentioned in class with the beauty dish and that kitchen set for anyone that wanted to give me pointers or anything.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, these ending ones are nice.
Bro, we gotta do a TikTok dance.
TikTok?
Yep.
What?
You don't got a choice. I I'm gonna show you it. It's simple.
Okay.
I do the exact same way with every client. It's not gonna be hard at all. I ain't gonna do you like that. It's literally this right here. So you start off posing, right? And then you'll be like, Taxi, come on. So you start off posing, and then you'll be like, Taxi, come on. And I'm gonna run up to you. And then it goes, hold on, I'm gonna tell you a song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think I see
it's easy. So it goes right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Shuffle to the right, shuffle to the left, shuffle to the right, shuffle to the left. You don't gotta do all the extra like moving. You can just look cute. So like, you could be like boom. You can be like, you can just like laugh with it and do something like that. And then when it's time to shuffle, you could like shuffle like this and then go like that, like with your like ponytail. You don't gotta go too crazy. It's gonna be easy. Okay? All right. I'm about to end live for y'all and things of that nature. Bro, what's the setup for the iPad? Go to my YouTube. I have a YouTube video. Yes, that's me promoting my YouTube. Yes, it is. But go to Taxi PNG on YouTube. If you do that, you'll be able to see the exact video. I have a video on there posted. We're live right now too. But I have a video posted exactly about like literally showing you how to break it down the tethering. It's this video right here. I post like damn near every day. Sorry if it's like deep. It shouldn't be too deep though. Damn, oh, it's right here. Tethering video. Wait, hold on. I thought I saw it. Where'd it go? Right here. How to tether your camera. So it's right there. It's on YouTube. They said you got it. They said don't think. They said you got it. They said you could do the dance. They believe in you. That's what you said on TikTok.
Let's hope.
TikTok said
I don't do these TikToks yet.
TikTok said they believe in you.
I don't think I've ever done
We
this
here,
before.
bro. Oh, y'all there. All right, I'm about to end for Instagram so I could use that phone for TikTok. Love you guys. Hasta luego. Yeah, type shit. All right, they're done. Share. Hold on, let me lock this in real quick. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Bro, I appreciate you for coming today, bro. Cause they be wanting a live person, and I be trying to find people, bro. And it's like it's hard because my classes are on weekdays and people work weekdays. So it's like you kind of can't really expect people to like be available when like you want to do it.
Get off pretty early, so it worked out today.
Yeah, bro. Like definitely did.
But yeah, I feel like it's just easier to learn, like having.
Yeah, like actually, cause I was about to sit up here, bro, and do a tripod and just take pictures of myself and talk to them, like click. So as you guys can see the lighting, like that. It's always.
Just like a visual's better.
Always, bro. Like
Always.
overly. I'm uploading that, so make sure that it goes up. So I'm about to do this with you. We're about to do a TikTok dance, y'all. Don't be scared, nah. Tell that people that been sleeping. I been kind of dead, nah. All right, let's see. Oh. TikTok invested. Y'all is invested, y'all. TikTok, bro. This started the deepest I done had my TikTok, bro. This is actually crazy.
Really?
Bro, this is very deep, bro. Especially this late. Like I've had it deep. I've had a lot of people in here deep, bro. But like, this is like an insane amount of human beings, bro. Like this is like I'm kind of scared a little bit. I'm a little nervous, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, like.
Don't roast me. I don't do these dances.
Bro, like it's like too many of y'all in here watching right now for real.
Right?
Like hold on, wait a minute.
Peer pressure.
Like can y'all back up a little bit? Like y'all a little too many. All right, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like fake take pictures first, and then I'm gonna like come up to you. So it's gonna be start off, and you're like, Taxi, come on. Like you don't have to say Taxi, come on. Just like you're posing, right? So the idea is you're posing, like waiting for me to take your picture, and then like the song's gonna start going. You're like, Taxi, come on, cause you're trying to dance. I'm trying to take pictures, but you're trying to dance. And I'm gonna run up to you, and I'm like, oh, come on, let's do it, and I'll do the dance with you.
Do the dance. Okay.
All right. So if the first one's bad, it's fine, but you're good. If the first one's bad, it doesn't matter. You're good. We'll do it as many times as it takes for you to get it right. Who's about to ask a question about a TikTok dance, bro? Go ahead. Who's about to say something, bro? Kai, of course.
I'm just saying my goodbyes. I gotta go. I gotta get to the gym.
Oh yeah, all right. Take your ass, gone by, leave. Dickhead. Overly a dickhead. All right. I'm gonna set the timer. I'm like. taxi, come on. I'm gonna run up.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, left.
I think I'm on fever for a little
Shuffle
bit.
to the right. Shuffle to the left. Yep. So I'm gonna start over. So it's gonna be. I'm like taking a picture. I'm like, taxi, come on. I'm like, right, left, right. We're gonna do left, right, left, right, left. Shuffle to the right. Shuffle to the left. Shuffle to the right. Shuffle to the left.
Okay.
Right? But I think you got it.
You hit me in dance routines now.
Bruh, I got you, bro. Like, it's gonna go viral too. So, like, you kind of gotta, like, I would hate for you to not be a part of this trend. Like,
Now I get embarrassed.
like, you know, like, come on. All right, make sure you're good. All right, there you go. But I'm gonna put this light in the back so it gives more photo shoot. Yeah, it's not even gonna be in it for us. I'm gonna just be in front of it. All right. All right, ready? 10-second timer.
Okay, so just like if I'm
10,
just
9,
doing like,
8, yep.
okay.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Shuffle to the right, shuffle to the left, shuffle to the right, shuffle to the left. All right, bet. Let's see.
Okay, how about that? Oh my god. Because I lost you for a second. We went to the shuffle. I was like, wait,
Oh, that's not bad.
that's not that bad.
Hold on, wait, watch it, watch it. Oh, blowing the kiss was cute.
Right? Okay. Yeah, I have to say it on that.
Wanna do it again? Yeah, I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
Because now you done did it once, so now you know how it's supposed to go.
Okay,
So you don't got no hesitation in there. All right, let's do it one more time. You should have it this time. I'm gonna do the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Move to the right, move to the left, move to the right, move to the left. There you go. That should be good. There you go. All right, let me know if you like that one or the other one better. Right, left.
They're both
Right,
good,
right,
but I don't know.
We want to do it again? I don't know. Let me know. I don't care.
Oh, you want to do it again? Let's try it again.
Do you want to do it again?
Sure. We'll
I want to do what you want to do.
Yeah, we'll have one more.
I ain't tripping.
One more just to...
I'm with what you want to do. All right, ready? Put more jig into it. Jig.
Took the picture?
Get jigged into it.
That's crazy.
That's actually cute. Jig into it.
Okay.
Get jiggy. 2, 1. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Shovel to the right, shovel to the left, shovel to the right, shovel to the left. There you go.
I think that's a little better.
Let me know if you like that one.
I like that one's a little more loose.
Yeah?
It looks better.
You loosen now? Oh, oh, oh.
That was nice.
Yeah, that's good. Niggas
That was good.
They gonna make fun of me in my legs. I like it. Cause I'm trying to get down to your level.
I know. That was nice. Yeah,
Bet, that's the one.
Good.
All right, and we're all good. Yo, you ain't got no changing or nothing, right? Nah.
No, I don't like anything. Just put on my shoes.
Bet. Thank you guys, everybody, man, for tapping in for today, man. Appreciate everybody for class. I think that nature is now 10. Class is now in session. It has now been over. But any more questions before the ending? Nobody? Anybody? Think anybody? Everybody freeze. It's squirrels in my pants. It's squirrels in my pants. Bro, tap it, laugh it, tap it. Girl, I'm gonna see you at the end of the month. You got your ticket, girl. I know y'all there. What's the homework? I'm gonna post it. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna post it. I mentioned it last class, but it was too easy, so I didn't post it. but I'm gonna post it. You guys are gonna be basically taking pictures from with these different lighting spaces. Like I wanna make you guys use a human, but y'all gonna be like, I haven't been able to do a photo shoot. So I'm gonna probably make you take pictures of your damn self. So, but it needs to be a human, I feel like, so you can actually see how it looks in their face. Or a mannequin model, a teddy bear, I don't know. You guys are gonna use these different lighting situations. So it's gonna be from 3 different positions, right? 3 positions, 3 angles. You don't have the modifier, you use 1 modifier, but 3 positions, 3 angles is what we're gonna do. So 6 photos are gonna be due, 3 positions, 3 angles, right? Top light, right? 45, right? Straight on, right? Even if you don't have a modifier or a beauty dish, I don't care, right? You can have a speed light on your damn camera. Just use the different angles. You could probably have, if you have a speed light that comes off, if you have a V1, yes, no, don't matter. Use the different angles, right? If you don't have a flash, don't care. Use a continuous light, right? If you don't, it doesn't matter, right? I'm using my dedicated human, your wife. But yeah, okay? If you don't have flash, doesn't matter. You can use a continuous light, all right? That is the homework. 3 angles, all right? 3 positions. The 3 different lighting angles and 3 different lighting positions. That is your homework, all right? I love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. All right, class, TTYL. See you guys later. What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? What y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Y'all vibing? Y'all good? Make sure you guys join the Discord, man. I do these every Monday and Wednesday, so follow, subscribe, like for more, because I do these every week, bro. Literally Mondays and Wednesdays, bro. So I love you guys, all right? So let me know below, I guess, when you guys this post or whatever, but go to YouTube. They're live on YouTube right now. Got 141 people that came through. So that was a vibe today. Yeah, thank you guys for all the likes for today. The setup, I do this once a week. I try to keep giving out game and help you guys, for real, for real. So yeah. Damn, that was good. That was good. Practice a couple times till it goes good. This shot is hard right here. This shot's hard. But yeah, no, it went good. We were playing around. But yeah, so the shoot was a success. Class was a success. Kath was a success. And we definitely will see her back again soon, you guys. So virtually cheering for y'all. We love you, man. I love you guys, okay, everybody? Like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, you guys. If you guys want to see longer form videos, I do post on YouTube all the damn time. So go to the YouTube channel, TAXIPNG, get some more free game, FROMMELL from me. And yeah, so we're live over there right now and things of that nature. People in that bit chapping. All right, I love you guys, okay? Hasta luego. See you guys later. I'm tired. That's the most people I've had in a TikTok live in a minute, bro.
How much did you have?
Bro, it was 565.
You guys like Mexican?
Bro, that shit.